I was tired already, and then I was looking around the house and I was like, damn, I really need to do that, and I was like, I should do that after stream. Oh no. Twitch, I'm gonna kill you. Fear. Has it been with like other streams? That doesn't bode well. I used my last piece of energy and Twitch is gonna fight? How rude. Yeah, actually, I think I used my last piece of energy on the vacuuming, but it needed to be done. Molly hated it. I think I traumatized her a little bit. Anyway, let me, That is definitely worrying. Because there's nothing dropped on my end, so if it's lag, it is Twitch. Screams. I remember what happened. We thought she got kidnapped. But it was just a lady. Dude, fun times, dude. Fun times. Stream is good for you? Okay, that's we take those. Perhaps it is CD's internet today. One never knows. Especially with Twitch. But we'll do what we can. The way I would be like, do you need to update it? But the Twitch app is very much like, or at least mine, it will never let me actually open it. If there's an update, it'll just automatically be like, haha, no, update it first. I'm like, okay, I guess. I feel like every time I ever look at any of CD's repo clips after we play, I always have to update my Twitch app. It's like every time. But yeah, I survived my trip. I've just been really tired since I got back, so I apologize for not showing up yesterday. I won't lie, I didn't leave my couch. I did, eventually, but not till like 9 o'clock, 8:30. Yeah, maybe 8:30. And even then, I didn't really want to. Why not simply use a browser? Why give an app access to personal data? Because phone. It's just easier on phone. But that's fair. Oh, you have it on auto update for that reason? You know, I thought mine was on auto update, but evidently, obviously not. It's okay though, I don't use the app as much as I used to. Which is low-key sad, but it is what it is. But yeah, I had Taco Bell. It was amazing. I got all my stuff done for the year. And yeah, I'm just like, I don't know. I came back and it was nice the day we got home, but then the next 2 days were like really overcast and like rainy, and I just haven't wanted to do anything, which is like I went to work on Friday and I was just like, ugh, you know? It was like after traveling and like being away at a hotel, it was like coming back, I've just not gotten into routine again. I've just been like sluggish and like been like, damn. Low-key still wish I was away. Except for the fact that I missed my my puppy and my cat, who will, you know, drive me crazy at some point. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I've I've just been like existing barely. Like I didn't even play video games yesterday. I just watched TV. I'm kind of mad. Apple TV is really cooking over there. I guess I shouldn't be that mad considering it's giving me good stuff to watch. But like, damn, Netflix, step it up or something. Like, what? Like, do something. The irony that switching it from 480 to auto quality actually helped. You'd think having it permanently set. You know, I've had that work, which you would think, but sometimes auto kind of carries. I'll be like 2 pixels though, so enjoy for today. But at least you can hear me, I suppose. Oh. Anyway, I could just yap and yap, and I probably still will yap at some point because it's a problem that I have. But I should play the video game since I got home today and I should have been like earlier, but I immediately went down into the basement and grabbed this giant fan that is mine, but my dad stole it. And it's filthy, and I started cleaning it, and I don't know if, I really don't know. I cleaned it the best that I could. I don't think I did a very good job, because I didn't really have great tools, but I tried. And it's at least better than what it was, because God, it was just like caked on. I was fighting for my life, and I just left it on the deck to dry. Yeah, as I was doing this, I'm like, he's never taking it down there again. Cause it's a disaster, but I need it cause, walking on the treadmill now that it's warmer is just awful, and I'm like, I need that fan again. So, hi Aya. But yeah, I pretty much was fighting with that, and then as soon as I finished that, I was like, I should vacuum, so I kind of just did back-to-back, like, cleaning stuff. I still really need to do more. Stuff is dusty, I need to, like, do some dusting. But, I think those are the big ones. I'm hoping that the fan will be okay when I go back down. Surely no one will steal it. Just breathe the dust. Dude, I would have been horrified if I plugged that in and, like, pushed the on button. Our basement is nasty. Like, I should preface this by saying, our basement is not a basement that you, like, hang out in. Our basement is, like, the floor is cement, and it's, like, full of wood. Like, it's not used for... You know, it's, oh, yeah, my fans up here are covered in cat hair. I need to do something about that, but I don't know how to clean those. I'm not gonna think about that one. Yeah, it's not used for gathering. Like, my dad used it for, like, he has, like, power tools and stuff. He'd use it for, like, that kind of thing, and when I was younger, he had, like... I'm actually really... current now, is, like, pissed about it, because when I was young, he had, like, a full-on, God, what even... One of those, like, home gym things? Which, to be honest, I don't know how they would even fit anymore, since there is so much wood down there, because we burn wood in the winter. But yeah, now that I, like, work out, I'm, like, mad that he ended up, I don't know if he sold it, or if he just took it to the dump, because it wasn't getting used. But I'm just like, that could have been me. I could have used it now. It's okay. It's just sometimes. To be fair, sometimes I also think about how my parents had a treadmill in their bedroom when I was a kid, and I look in their bedroom now and I'm like, how the hell was that there? I mean, granted, they didn't have a king-size bed when I was younger, but even then, I don't know how they had one in there. Like, I look at everything that's in that room, and I don't... It's not a big room. And they would have had a queen-size bed, and nothing else is really... You know? Like... Cause yeah, I did, I went to the gym while I was at the hotel, and I was like, damn. Treadmills are really so much better. Like, my walking pad is awesome, but... As someone with longer legs, being able to have more space to walk is great. Like, why are you meowing? Why are you meowing? I just got here. But, yeah, I don't... It baffles me. Like, don't get me wrong, they're, thankfully my mom has downsized a lot. Because she always says she doesn't want me to have to, like, deal with that stuff when they're old. So, like... I mean, to be fair, she never had a lot of stuff. Which is also why I'm like... Really, the only thing that has left that room is the treadmill, and I can't... They must have had the bed, like, to a different side, or a dresser, like, I don't remember how it worked. I just remember it was there. It's weird, you know? Like, my brain can't process it, but anyway, I would kill to have it now, because it'd be great, but our house is too tiny, so if I want a treadmill, I need a freaking gym membership. I'm not ready to commit to that yet. The last time I got a gym membership, COVID happened, so... I don't know if I want to do that to the world. I just... You know? Ugh. Shit's in the crawl space and shoving shit in the guest rooms until Nano goes over. Man. Sometimes it feels like that, CD. Like, I won't lie. I went for like a little bit there, and then I think winter happened, so I like stopped going as much because I had been going like consistently during the summer. And then it was like during winter, it was winter, and then COVID, and I was like, oh, it was bad because I had like a gym bag. Not really, but I did have a St. Jude hat that I really liked that I left in a locker there, and it's forever gone because I never, you know, the freaking world shut down and I never went back. That's the only thing I'm saying. I think I probably lost like that and like a bag of like some socks or something, but I am sad about the hat. Sometimes I think about that and I'm like, damn. Gone but never forgotten. Anyway, we should play the video game. Although, actually, hold on, I do have one more thing. Because, to be fair, this one thing will affect the stream at some point. I just can't say when, because shit's random. So, my cousins, whom I love, my cousin Lori, who I have been waiting all summer, to come visit. I found out terrible news today, and I'm freaking pissed about it, bro. I say it'll affect this stream because whenever she appears, I have to just kind of drop everything if I want to hang out with her, because they are so busy that if I don't just go, I won't see them, because they be going to beach to beach to beach to beach. Like, they don't stay put. So like if I find an inn, if I drive up and they're there, I have to just be like, hey, sorry guys, I'm ditching you today. Because if not, I only get to see them like once or twice a year. And they only visit during the summer. However, Lori's nephew got married, I guess yesterday? He is also my cousin. I don't like him. I like him less currently. So, at the wedding, his father, Lori's brother, basically told Lori that no one can go to the cottage that they have over here, the one that Lori uses, like all the time. No one can go to that cottage for 2 weeks because his son, the groom, and his new bride are gonna be there, and they don't want anyone disrupting them. And they didn't tell anybody. And they didn't give anybody a heads up. They just told them yesterday on the wedding. I'm so pissed, bro. Like, I think Lori was having friends come over, because sometimes they do that. Yeah, what are plans, right? And I'm like, he freaking would do that because you say that at the wedding, and how are you supposed to say no to that? Nah, it's not about communication. It's him wanting his way. That's how this guy works. I hate him. He sucks. But yeah. So my mom told me today, and I'm just like, this shit sucks, bro. As if I don't have a hard enough time trying to hang out with them when they get here. Now I have no idea when they'll actually get here. Like, yeah, he's the kind of guy that he expects Lori to do all the cleaning, even though it's like, it's technically the family's cottage. He'll like come over for a week, not do anything, just sit on his iPad. Like, yeah, no, I hate that guy. He sucks. And his kids are the same, so I'm just like, and the thing is like, Lori and her girls, they actually come over consistently. Those boys, his kids, they haven't been over in years. So like, I know they're sending him over because they don't have money to send him anywhere else. So they're, I'm just like, bruh. I'm pissed. I'm pissed about it. I don't even care. I'm mad because I want to spend time with the action. There is like, out of my entire family, this is like the one little like Lori and her husband and their kids are like the only subsection of the family that I like. That's about it. I like them. I actually like visiting. Yeah, so I'm pissed. Pissed about it. So I guess I have to wait 2 weeks and then hope that they can still come over. Because I don't know if she got her time off from work or how that's gonna go. Especially because I say the girls, but like they're all in university now. It's fine. I'm old enough that I can still say that about them. But yeah, it's shitty and I'm mad. So basically someday they will appear, and if that is on a weekend, which it most likely is, I will disappear. If I get the chance. If I like see them in the yard, I'll be like, take me with you! Because if not, I'll lose them. Because they're just very busy and active. But yeah, I'm pissed at her brother. Which is a normal thing, but like extra, because like Uncle Gene is gonna come to work tomorrow and I can't even be like, hey, how was the wedding? Because now I'm pissed. sucks, bro. Catch them when you can. I will. I will try my best. So, like pals or Pokemon. So true. But yeah, I guess at least I'm safe for 2 weeks. I don't know. My aunt, who is visiting from Edmonton, she also has a cottage right next to ours. She offered to let them use hers when she goes back, but I can't picture them actually doing that because they just really love their cottage. Like, they don't even have Wi-Fi down there. They're really committed to the bit of roughing it. They would rather go get like dollar drinks at a McDonald's if they really need to use Wi-Fi, which is wild to me, but they're in it for the love of the game. So yeah, that's basically my life, what's going on. But we should lock in on Steins Gate before I get distracted again. So she almost got kidnapped, but it was not actually a kidnapping. It was what was that girl's name? It was the lady that I think she works with them, or she's at least a colleague of Leskinen. Judy, yes, thank you. I knew it was something like that. But dude, I can't imagine it either. It could never be me. They just be stealing Wi-Fi places. Or using hotspots. They're built different. But then again, they also really come to... They're like the biggest beach people that I have ever met. Where they will go and they will spend literally all day at beaches. So... They do be outside. Okay, Molly is in her. She's doing a little spin, getting her in her bed. Squeak is passed out. We ride. My room is cooling down. I'm coming back to life. I ended up taking Maho back to the lab where everyone was waiting for my return. Suzuha had actually gone out once to look for me, but evidently at that time I was already gone. I low-key forgot he looked like that. It's fine. After I gave an introduction and an explanation, everyone let out a sigh of relief. Maho seemed to want to ask a lot of questions about the lab, but I had something I had to finish first. Oh yeah! Kagari.
そう、それだ。それは本当なんですか、桐生さん。
本当。
I looked back down at Moika's report where she'd written all the details. She'd even hired a private investigator to check it out, which meant that it was probably true.
それが鈴葉という可能性はないんだろうか。
それは私も考えた。でも探していたのは男の人。中には外国人も。
Interesting. Foreigners. Why would they be looking for Kagari? That's a good question.
こっちでかがりと関わりがあるのは私だけだ。それなのに一体誰が？
Could it be CERN? Maybe CERN realized that she was from the future and had gone looking for her. But if that was the case, then Moeka would have to know about it. No, the Rounders were all given their orders individually, so it would make sense if she didn't know what the others were up to.
椎名かがりはこっちに来てもう12年にもなる。その間知り合いができたとしてもおかしいことじゃないな。
It does sound very... I feel like anything sus at this point is very CERN-coded. But the fact, you know, she is, like, time travel adjacent. And they're foreign. But then there's, like, the fact... There's, like, that slight tidbit that she looks like, Karisu to me. And I'm like... It's her American family looking for her? Like, that's foreign. I don't know. I know that's not the case, but I'm just... Immediately jumps in my head.
つうか、むしろ誰かの世話にならないと生きていけないっしょ。
That's true.
つまりこの報告からわかるのは椎名係を知る何者かがここ最近何らかの理由から彼女を探しているということと、少なくとも最近まで椎名係が生きていたっていうことだ。
あ、そっか。
Unless they could travel through time like Suzuha, if they were looking for her, that meant they'd known where she was until she disappeared. If people had started looking for her in the last few months, that meant she'd been alive until then. There is nothing else to be learned from Moeka's report.
どうする？
引き続き調査をお願いできますか？
If people were looking for Kagari in Akihabara, that meant she might still be here.
わかった。
Moeka took her payment for the work she'd done so far and left the lab. Daru had paid the bill. It seemed that when his future daughter was at stake, he was willing to spend the money.
人を探しているの？
Maho had been looking around the lab with interest.
まあちょっと知人をな。
They're foreign! It worried me that some of the people looking for Kagari Shina weren't Japanese. They're foreign! Eyes emoji? Who dares? Hey Ocarine, what time are you getting home today? Huh? Something going on? Would today be the... I assume the Christmas party is on Christmas. I met your mom and she asked me to cook tonight. Oh! Blah! She has to go to a meeting for the shopping street and she wasn't sure what to do for dinner. So Mayushi said she'd do the cooking, and she said that was okay. Are you sure? You're busy too, aren't you, Mayuri? You don't have to do it. It's fine. I'll make something good. Come home soon. I see. Really? Seriously? I'll be waiting. Danger! That's cute. We're gonna die. Not in the way you would think. Oh. Mayuri's cooking. Godspeed. Even outside of CERN, there were people all over the world who would jump at the chance to learn more about the time machine. If they somehow learned that Kagari was from the future, that could mean she was caught in some kind of trouble.
それじゃオカリン。
What the frick did he just say?
冷や上司のことを詳しく。
Give me the whisk. What the? A net slang shortening of Kuashiku, or give me details. Use when you want more information about something. Okay.
詳しくって言われても前に説明したぞ。
She was Dr. Leshkinen's assistant, and both she and the professor had been very good to me. I was helping with their work a little. I told them all this before.
例えば、冷や上司がこのラボのメンバーに加わってくれる的な超展開はありますか?
A super development. In a game, anime, novel, or etc. refers to something that happens which completely ignores the plot and foreshadowing that occurred up until then. The super development instead takes the story in a completely new direction. Similar to the phrase Deus Ex Machina, These completely unexpected plot developments leave viewers bewildered and struggling to keep up.
ないだろ
じゃあせめて魔法タンと呼んでもいいですか？つうか呼ぶ。
魔法タン？
あれ、名前間違ってた？
そうじゃなくて、その変な呼び方に引っかかったの。
でも魔法タンは魔法タンって感じじゃん。なあオカリン。
俺に振るな。
とにかくその呼び方はやめて。
だが断る。
He never changes, does he?
それでヒアジョーさん、今日はどうしてラボに？俺ここのことは君に話したかな？
アマ
Oh
リ
yeah,
アスに教えてもらったんだ。
Karisu did.
今日は本来は話したいことがあったのだけれど、まあいいわ。噂のラボを見ることができたし、それになんだかあなたたちも大変みたいだから。
ひょっとしてあいつ怒ってたか？
ええ、とても怒ってたわ。連絡しても出ないって。
That's exactly what I expected, yeah.
え？なにそれ何の話？
別に浮いた話じゃないからいちいち反応するなって。
岡部さん、やっぱり辛いの？だったらテスターやめてもらっても。
あ、いや、そういうわけじゃないんだ。ただ
I hated how I was starting to feel dependent on her.
また気が向いた時にでも話してあげて。あの子も寂しがってるわ。
Man.
わかった。
The word lonely made my heart ache a little. But even so, I still didn't talk to Karisu that day. You can't just say that she's lonely when our boy is going through it, bruh. This shit's evil. Several days had passed since Moeka had given her report. I checked last night, and evidently there was nothing new to say. She had her deadlines for her magazine, she said, and couldn't spend a lot of time on it. That other group of people who were searching for Kagari Shina concerned me, but I couldn't ask her to prioritize it over her own work. I mean, you could, but you'd have to pay her a lot more, I think. I am still not used to Mayuri not having a hat on, but very cute. It just seems
も
weird.
しかしてクリスマスパーティーの話か？
楓さんと吹雪ちゃん。
Oh my god, it's gonna be Christmas today. Unless something really bad happens.
フェリスちゃんはお仕事で
Surely we'll make it to Christmas.
店長さんと過ごすことになってて、ダルくんはユキさんと遊びに行くんだって。
結構なことじゃないか。
I'd heard that Suzuha had gone through a lot of work to set that up. She was always complaining that Daru wasn't making his intentions clear with Yuki. From Suzuha's perspective, her own existence was at stake. Even if it was already fated to happen, something still might interrupt it. Suzuha, I guess, is working magic, Aya. Because Daru certainly wasn't. More than anything, she probably wanted to see her mom and dad getting along in this peaceful world. If something came out of this, it would probably make her feel better.
マイレもクリスマスは家で過ごした方がいいんじゃないのか？この前、おじさんがケーキを予約してたぞ。
お父さんに会ったの？
家の近くでばったりな。マユリをびっくりさせるために、おっきいのを予約するんだって張り切ってた。
そっか。
言っとくが、今のは聞かなかったことにしてくれ。せっかくのおじさんのサプライズだからな。
分かったよ。でもオカリンはどうするの？クリスマス。
特に予定はないかな。いや、うちはもともとそういうことする家でもないし。
I can think of what might happen. But sure. The guys at school were having a men-only drinking party, but I hadn't been invited. I kept telling them she wasn't, but they insisted on thinking that Mayuri was my girlfriend. Some of them headed out for me because of that. That's messed up, bro.
サンタさんにプレゼントが欲しいって言ったら、朝枕元にお野菜が置いてあったんだよね。
Freaking great vegetables.
どう見ても前の日の売れ残りのな。クレームをつけたら、うちはキリスト教じゃねえって逆ギレされた。
Man! Honestly, I'm amazed I actually grew up alright. Well, if you could call how I ended up alright.
クリスマスが終わったらコミマがあって、そしたらもうお正月。1年あっという間だね。
そうだな。
It hadn't flown by for me at all. I'd gone through the same span of days again and again. For me, the year had been unimaginably long.
そうだ。ねえオカリン、クリスマスパーティーはできないけど、お正月パーティーをするのはどうかな。
Oh, hell yeah. Still get a party.
みんなで初詣に行って、それからおせち料理を食べて、今年もよろしくって言って。
ああ、いいんじゃないか。
だよねだよね。うん、じゃあ後でみんなに聞いてみるね。
Mayuri stood up to go.
さてと、マユシーはこれからお買い物に行ってきます。
買い物？
ふぶきちゃん用のコスでね、急に小物が必要になっちゃって。
そうか。気をつけて行ってこいよ。
そうだオカリン、ルカ君がね、オカリンに何か相談があるみたいなの。
Interesting, okay.
あ、
That's right, Lukaku had called me. Oh yeah, I forgot. After that, Moeka had come, and so much had happened that I'd forgotten. Knowing Lukaku, since I told him I'd call him back, he'd probably been waiting for me this whole time. Yeah.
わかった。
Yeah.
こっちから連絡を取ってみる。
Bless him, he would.
お願いね。じゃあ行ってきまーす。
Mayuri put on her coat, waved, and went out the door. Alright, I should get in touch with Lukaku. There was a quick save there, so, I'll just, you know. So he wanted to talk to me. Hello. We ride.
ルカ子のやつ、出ないな。
We don't ride. Oh well. I deserve this. I have to send him a rhyme. I typed in my message. And sent it. Sorry I forgot all about yesterday. And then I waited a while for a response to come back. But there was no sign of him even reading the Rhine message. Was he busy with something? For a moment, I thought of going to the shrine to see, but if he was busy, I didn't want to bother him. He'd contact me when he had time. Just when I was thinking about that, I heard footsteps coming up the stairs outside the lab. It didn't sound like Daru. Moeka. Daru's steps were a lot heavier. Daru also doesn't wear heels.
こんにちは。
Oh! Oh, hey! Luca wears heels, based.
ルカ子
What's up? Are you okay?
岡部さん、ここにいてくれて。
I feared for your life for a second there? It was Lukaku, the boy I'd just been trying to get a hold of.
すまない。この前の件すっかり忘れてたんだ。それでさっき電話したんだが。
あ、本当だ。
Sorry, Squeak's
Gomen
pissed at me, dude.
僕の方こそ気づかなくて。
I just pet her and she just freaking yelled. He looked guilty, as if he'd done something wrong.
いや、別にいいよ。それより寒いだろ。入ってくれ。
はい。
But he hesitated, seemingly distracted by something behind him.
岡部さん、その相談の件なんですけど、実はその前に会ってもらいたい人がいて連れてきたんですけど、いいですか？
会ってもらいたい人？
えっと
I've been very concerned about them having company. I feel like I know why, but we'll let this play out and see if my brain is in the right ballpark. Lukaku moved slightly to the side, and a girl appeared behind him.
はじめまして。
What? Impossible. The girl there was... I'm gonna jump out the window. Just so we're clear. Don't say oh, that's Kagari. I'm gonna jump out the window.
よろしくお願いします。
Because Kagari looked like a baby Karisu. And then she got lost in 1990 blah blah blah. So she freaking grew! See, Karisu wouldn't stand like that.
ありがとうございます。
I offered her a cup of tea I poured out of a plastic bottle, and she thanked me in a voice that was almost impossible to hear. Are you in an arranged marriage with Luca? I need to know, because that's all I've been thinking. For my part, it was all I could do to keep the hand holding the cup from trembling. I took another good look at the girl sitting across from me.
似てる。
She sure does, buddy. Not like Lukaku. The girl in front of me looked just like Karisu Makise. Her brown hair, her slightly slanted eyes, her unconcerned expression. Right now, there was no sign of her strong-willed nature, but other than that, they were identical. When I'd first seen her, my heart felt like it was going to stop. But on closer inspection, some parts were different. Like, the size of her breasts! Was she about our age? She looked older than Lukaku. I knew Lukaku had a sister. Could this be her? She had a quiet air about her that seemed similar to Lukaku. But I thought I remembered hearing that Lukaku's sister was actually quite cheerful.
岡部さん？
あ、いや。それで、ルカ子は？
ルカ子？
ああ、失礼。俺はそう呼んでるんです。その、女の子みたいだから。
I just realized that it was a pretty rude nickname. But it was a habit now, and there was no changing it.
そうなんですね。
Her expression softened, just a little. She really did look just like her. I took a shallow breath and forced myself to relax.
で、ルカ子、この人は？
前に話したことがありましたよね。お父さんのお客さんが泊まってるって。
ああ、聞いたけど、それじゃもしかして彼女が？
はい。
That was a surprise.
ルカ子の父親の知り合いというから、てっきりもっと年配の人かと思っていた。
違うんです。正確に言うとお父さんの知人が連れてこられた方で。
おお。
So this wasn't the person who was talking about Harumi. That made me feel a little better.
それで相談というのはこの人についてなんですけど。
その前に名前を教えてもらってもいいかな。いつまでもこの人じゃ話しにくいだろ。
Her face clouded. Did I say something wrong?
実は相談というのはそのことなんです。
She have amnesia.
この人が誰なのかを知るにはどうしたらいいでしょうか。
I'm sorry. What do you mean, Luca? What do you mean by that? It took a moment before I understood what he said.
待ってくれ、ルカ子。それはどういう？
記憶喪失なんだそうです。
I'm shocked.
記憶喪失？
はい。
それじゃあ名前も？
はい。
You know, your name is the one thing that you usually remember when you have amnesia, but I suppose that's just like a video game trope, because you get to input the name.
どこの誰かも？
はい。
どうして？
わかりません。
You get lost in the 90s and then just forget everything? Of course not. If she knew, she wouldn't have amnesia.
でもどうして俺に？
岡部さんなら記憶を取り戻すいい方法を知っているんじゃないかと思って。
I wonder if she's gonna see my Yuri and have a breakdown. I'm sure we'll get to that.
ほら、岡部さん、よく人間の脳とか記憶とかすごく難しい話をたくさんしてたから。
Ed.
ちょっとだけ違うの。
I couldn't see any difference at all.
このキーホルダーね、なかなか売ってなくてずっと探してたんだ。そしたらこの前
They're holding the same necklace.
買ってきてくれたのね。たまたまお店を覗いたら売ってたから。
しかし妙だな。この前の映画のグッズなら発売してすぐのはずだ。こんなに古くは。
No, the metal Upu is different. He was from, the Radicon building? Like one of the capsule machines? Yeah. Also, for people that are so freaking smart, they're so dumb right now. This is like the dumbest I think they've been. It's very funny. Oh? Yeah, actually, Metal Upa is in Russia. You're so right. Hold on. Did someone form a thought? Are we doing it? Are we realizing? Only then did I realize how pale Kana's face was. Oh, thank God.
大丈夫ですか、カナさん。
具合が悪いのか？
大丈夫。
Grandmama, it's me, Anastasia. Kana tried to stand up and almost fell forward. Lukaku quickly grabbed her.
そうだ。
Yo, she don't look
何
too
か冷
good.
たいものを。
I want to get a bottle of water out of the fridge. Then I noticed that Suzuha was staring at Kana in shock. Suzuha! Have you figured it out? Please?
鈴葉？
そう。
Suzuha, it's not impossible. You lost her in the 90s. She been gone.
Huh?
This is what happens when you lose a child. Strangely, Kana wasn't the only one who was shaken a little. Suzuha was too.
嘘。それ、そのウーパー。
Recognizing the Upa.
どうしたんだ、鈴葉？
Recognizing the Upa but not the person is diabolical. But thank God they have the Upa.
私は知ってる。そのウーパー、それ。
I mean, yeah, she's grown up. That's the thing here, but like for time travelers, you would think that they would know that that's a thing.
おい。
You know? I mean,
鈴葉。
Daru is just casually hanging out with his teenage daughter while he is a teenager. And when Suzuha, in the other timeline, went back to get the IBMs, or the IBNs? Jesus. Sometimes I forget which is which. You know, like in the bad timeline, she aged until she failed and then killed herself. So it makes sense that you're not looking for a child anymore. She's been gone for like 10 plus years. Or at least 10, I can't remember when in the 90s she got lost, but... I think they're figuring it out though, thank God. Kana staggered a few steps towards Suzuha, then a few steps more. Oh, okay, 98, so 12 years. Yeah. Like... Makes sense. It couldn't be. It could! No, there was just no way. But...
もしかして、お前。
This is why you don't lose children.
かが。
They'll get old! and get amnesia. What?
お前はかがり椎名かがりなのか
Ooh. In front of her mom, that's a little spicy. Yeah, but it's like those child celebrities from the 90s today posts, and you're like, oh, time really has passed now, huh? Oh my god. Man. The only thing that makes me think of CD is, God, what's her name? Is it Mara Wilson? Is that the girl who played Matilda? I want to say that's their name, but I'm not certain. I just know every now and then I'll see them on social media, and I think I saw a post from them on Blue Sky, and it was about all this, like, age verification shit that's happening. And, oh god, I can't remember how they worded it exactly, but I just remember it being like, I'm not giving you my age, check my wiki. Just be like, it's on my wiki. I was like, you know what? Fair. I just remember thinking it was really funny. It was like, so true, so valid. Like, they kind of cooked with that. Not to mention it, it's like, it's kind of like how you say where it's like, someone would be like, hey, so what's your age? I was Matilda. Or like, you know, freaking Macaulay Culkin could just be like, I was in Home Alone. I was Home Alone. Like, you know? Something like that shit. Yeah, that tracks. Understandable reaction. Have a nice nap, Pagari. They're there. Yo, we cleared a stray sheep. Guess now we're in, what does that say, the orbital eclipse? Oh, she woke up.
どうだ少しは落ち着いたか
はいおかげさまで
Kana had passed out after hearing the name Kagari Shina from Suzuha. But with help from Lukaku and the girls, she woke up 10 minutes later. Oh, that's not long. But she still didn't look very good.
ルカ子それにマユリすまないが何か冷たいものを買ってきてくれないか
え
それから額に貼る冷却シートのようなものもあると嬉しい
Felt bad for Lukaku, but I probably didn't want either of them hearing what we were about to discuss.
うんわかった行こうルカ君あうん
Lukaku seemed interested in hearing about what was going on, but still, he went along with Mayuri. What happened next was the problem.
カナさん
かがりお前今までどこで何をしていた
Suzuha opened her mouth the second Mayuri and Lukaku left. Her words were as sharp as a knife blade, and Kana looked terrified.
一体どういうつもりであの時
待て鈴葉彼女は記憶を失ってる
なんだって
Oh shit. Hello. Don't mind if I do. Ferris! I'm I'm about to reveal an important secret to you, Nya. Oh yeah. How I feel. Okarin's getting excited, Nya. Of course, secrets are always exciting. You know it, Nya. So what's the secret? Daru Nyan and Yuki Nyan went on a date. For real. For real! Blah. Oh my god. Girl, we knew that, but maybe that means it went well. Surely that doesn't mean that they went to Nyan. Or freaking May Queen. They probably went there. Well, maybe it'll be... I bet Ferris would make a good, make it a good time if they were on a date. I explained what had brought Kana here. Oh yeah, freaking Suzuha wasn't there for that.
記憶喪失。それじゃ、どこで何をしていたかも。
Amnesia. She does not know the dark descent.
ああ。でも、その前に確かめなければならないことがある。
Whether or not she was really Kagari Shina.
カナさん。
あ、はい。
さっきしていた話は覚えてるか？
はい。
どうする？続きはもう少し回復してからにするか？
Ferris would be one hell of a wingman. You're not wrong. Like... I could see it going pretty well, you know? I think it would, I think it'd be pretty funny.
いえ、大丈夫です。
She was clutching her upa so hard that her fingertips had gone white. But there was a light in her eyes as she looked up at Suzuha.
じゃあ、さっきの話を続けよう。鈴葉、お前が彼女をカガリだというその根拠は何だ？
Well, she looks like Kagari, and she has the upa. I think those are, you know, decent enough to go on.
そのウーパだよ。それはカガリが肌身離さず持ってたものなんだ。ママにもらったんだって、お守りだってずっと大事にしてた。
Kana slowly opened her hand. The tiny old upa was staring up at us with a silly look on its face. A present from her mom. A present from Mayuri.
カナさんはそのウーパだけが自分が持っていたものだって言っていたが。
はい。記憶をなくして倒れていた私がただ一つ手にしていたのがこのキーホルダーだったそうです。
倒れていた？
はい。
どのあたりで倒れていたんだ？
Now why are you on that side? Why are you meowing?
千葉の参道です。県境あたりの。
Interesting.
近くのお寺の住職さんが偶然通りかかって見つけてもらったそうで、その後しばらくはその方のお寺でお世話になっていたんです。ですがお寺は修行の場でもあるので長く女性を置いておくこともできないと。
それでルカ子の家にというわけか。
はい。その住職さん、ルカ君のことを女の子だって思っていて、それで年の近い女の子のいる家なら私にとってもいいだろうって。
At least it's not an arranged marriage, thank God. I was low-key scared when it was like Luca had to be there. I was like, oh no.
盲点だった。まさかこんな近くにいたなんて。
The guest that Lukaku had mentioned a few days ago was probably that priest. Which means that Kana, no, Kagari Shina, had been there the whole time. We've been searching blindly for her without any idea. And she'd been there the whole time. If only I'd taken Lukaku's call, we wouldn't have had to go through all this.
それでカナさん、君はかがりという名を聞いて何か思い出すことはないか？
You know, CD, I wouldn't be surprised. Probably the low-key safest measure. I'm very curious about what she means by, like, that she woke up there. Like, how did she get there?
正直を言うとよくわかりません。ただすごく懐かしい感じがします。それに
Kana's words cut off as she looked at Suzuha.
その先ほどの方、まゆ姉さんのこと？まゆ姉さん？
あの子は椎名真由里というんだ。
まゆりさん、あの方を見たとき、なぜだかすごく温かい気持ちになりました。
Even if she was Kagari Shina, she would only have known Mayuri after she'd grown up. But her appearance can't have changed that much. Which meant that it would make sense that seeing her would stir up some feelings within Kagari. I mean, from that picture we can pretty much tell, because she's wearing one of the exact same outfits. So, you know. Good for her!
ねえ、それもう一度見せてもらってもいい？はい。
Kagari handed the old Upa over to Kana.
やっぱりこれ
Hold on.
かがりが持ってたものだよ。
Shit. Which... Was it you? It was. How does... That doesn't make sense. That's gotta be a translation error.
では私はその椎名かがりという名前だったんでしょうか？
そうだな。まだ確証があるわけじゃないが、そう考えるのが妥当だと思う。
いや、間違いない。彼女はかがりだ。そのキーホルダーが何よりの証拠だよ。まゆ姉さんがかがりにあげたものなんだから。でもよりによって記憶喪失だなんて。
The keychain probably did belong to Kagari. But she also could have been gifted it by Kagari Shina, or she could have picked it up off the ground. Of course, Suzuha said that the keychain was very important to Kagari. It was unlikely that she'd drop it, or give it to someone. Which meant... Then the door opened, and Mayuri poked her head through to see what was going on. Oh my god! That was the saddest little tutor we've ever heard! I guess we count it? The first one?
大丈夫ですか？
ああ、
It was so
悪かった
sad.
な。わざわざ。
いえ。
The drinks and cooling sheets were taken out of their plastic bags and put on the desk.
それでその
Lukaka waited a moment for her to take a sip of the drinks he'd brought, and then spoke with a quavering voice.
かなさんはそのあまねさんの知り合いのかがりさんという方だったんでしょうか？
そうだな。そう考えるのが妥当だと思う。
そうですか。よかったです。名前だけでも分かって。ルカ君。
Kana, that is Kagari, smiled gently when she saw how relieved Lukako was.
でもそれならあまねさんはかがりさんの本当のお家を知っているんでしょうか？ いや、それは。
Well, that's complicated.
鈴葉はかがりさんと子供の頃ご近所だったそうだ。でも12年前に引っ越してしまって、それからの行方がわからなかったらしい。そうだな。
そうなんだ。それで最近急に懐かしくなって、オカリンおじさんに相談してたんだよ。
That's one way of putting it.
そういうわけだ。だから鈴葉にもかがりさんの家族のことやどこに住んでいたのかはわからないらしい。
そうなんですか。
That was the only answer I could come up with. If we told Kagari that she was a time traveler from the year 2036 who'd come here 12 years ago, it would only confuse her.
あとは彼女が記憶を取り戻してくれれば何がどうなっていたのか全てわかるはずなんだが。
You know, I never thought about that aspect. Her forgetting that. It's gotta be like one of the worst things she could have forgotten. Because how do you explain that to someone? Godspeed. She learned her name and met both Suzuha and Mayuri. Mayuri's presence alone had to be a big deal.
かがりさん？はい。かがりさんの上のお名前はなんていうのかな。さっきはよく聞こえなくて、だからよかったら教えてほしいな。その
They're so cute.
岡部さんたちのお話だとシーナと。じゃあマユシーと一緒だ。マユシーもね、シーナっていうの。シーナマユリ。シーナマユリさん。嬉しいな。マユシー、同じ名字の人に会ったの初めてだよ。そうなんですか。
Man.
だからこれからよろしくお願いします。
I love Mayuri so much.
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Mayuri was using her natural cheerfulness to try and open up to Kagari. If it worked, maybe she could bring back her memories.
ルカ君から聞いたんだけど、かがりさんは記憶喪失なの？はい。それって自分が誰かも忘れちゃうってことなんだよね。はい。そっか。きっと辛いこといっぱいだよね。だって自分の大好きな人のことも忘れちゃうんでしょ。それってすごく悲しいことだってマユシーは思うのです。だからね、うまく言えないけど、マユシーもお手伝いするから頑張ろうね。
Mayuri smiled. I could see Kagari's eyes well up with tears. Oh.
急にどうしちゃったのかな。マユシ、何か変なこと言っちゃったかな。そうじゃないんです。ただマユリさんの言葉を聞いてなんだか嬉しくって。マユシーだけじゃなく、オカリンもスズさんもルカ君もみんな同じ気持ちだよ。うん、もちろんです。僕もできることがあれば何でもしますから。ありがとうございます、ルカ君、マユリさん。
I could leave Kagari to Mayuri and Lukaku, and she'd be just fine. The question was what to do now.
ルカ子、頼みがあるんだが。
なんでしょう。
かがりさんはもう少しお前の家に置いてもらってもいいだろうか。その間に俺たちは彼女が今までどうしていたのかを調べようと思う。
はい、もちろんうちは構いません。
鈴葉もそれでいいか。
分かった。
Suzuha probably wasn't completely happy with that, but she nodded anyway. Our first priority now was getting back Kagari's memories.
それじゃあルカ君のお家に行けばかがりさんに会えるんだね。まゆしーも遊びに行っていい？もちろんだよね、かがりさん。はい。
鈴葉もできるだけ顔を出してやってくれ。その方が記憶を取り戻すにはいいだろう。
オーキードーキー。そうだ、クリスマスパーティーができないから今ね、お正月パーティーをしようかなって思ってるんだ。かがりさんにも手伝ってもらえると嬉しいな。え、いいんですか？私なんかが。もちろんだよね、ルカ君。一緒にパーティーしましょう。
Anytime you got three girls together, they'd start chattering like birds. The girls, although one of them was a guy, began to chatter away. I had my own work to do. First, I had to let Moeka know we'd found her. We found Kagari Shina. Knowing Moeka, she'd respond almost immediately. No way. Where? A friend who works at a shrine was taking care of her. She was found on a mountain path near the Chiba border, but she's lost her memories from before then. She was that close? Wow. We've been looking for whoever is after her, but can't find any info. It may be a pretty big group. It would be a big help if you could keep it up. Okay. That was all I needed to do for Moeka. But I was still interested in the group who had been looking for Kagari. And I also wanted to know what she was doing, lying on a... That's what I want to know! Why was she lying on a mountain path? What was she doing out there? And with only an Upa? Could she have been running from someone?
ルカ子、ちょっといいか？
はい、なんでしょう。
かがりさんをなるべく神社の外に出さないでほしい。
え？どうしてですか？
理由は聞かないでくれ。頼む。
はい、わかりました。岡部さんがそう言うなら。
It couldn't hurt to be careful. If it was nothing, then that was fine. Once Kagari got her memories back, I'd know for sure. Nobody knew when that would be, though. The day after Lukaku took Kagari to the lab, I took my Yuri to Yanabayashi Shrine through an Akihabara that was filled with the Christmas spirit. Crimbo.
あ、まゆりちゃん。それに岡部さんも。
Lukaku was smiling. He'd seen us before we could say anything. His smile was far too cute to belong to a man. Once again, I was forced to doubt his real gender. Man, let Lukaku live. There we go. That one's much better. That was so cute. We got 3.
何がですか？だってマユシーがトゥットゥルー。
Yo, we got 4.
最初はなかなかみんなトゥットゥルー
Five?
返してくれないよ。
初めて会った相手にそれが挨拶なのだと理解しろというのも酷な話だな。
だからみんな何それっていうのにかがりさんは普通に返してくれたのです。だからすごいなーって。
This may be the most of a stream ever.
私は別になんとなくそうかなって。
She just knew! Maybe Mayuri's strange greeting had embedded itself in some part of Kagari's mind. Which meant that even 25 years from now, Mayuri was still saying Tuturu! Well, knowing Mayuri, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Who is... About Kagari, is there something bothering you? Did you find a way to get her memories back? You worried about her? That's right, of course. Then tell her. But I can't do anything to help. Just be with her, that's enough. You're the only person from before she lost her memories. If she talks with you, they might come back. I see. You're right. Thanks. We tried.
岡部さんもトゥットゥルーです。
Yo, we got 5! I'm counting them.
どうも。
Hers count too. I still didn't know how to deal with her. She'd been 10 years old when she was separated from Suzuha. If that was 12 years ago, she should be 22 now. That meant she was older than me, but she was also Mayuri's adopted daughter. That would make her like Suzuha, who was Daru's daughter. Suzuha was at least the same age as me and Daru, so I didn't need to worry about being polite to my elders, but...
そうだ。今日はクリスマスイブだよ。メリークリスマス。そういえばそうだったね。メリークリスマス。メリークリスマスです。
Was it okay to celebrate Christmas at a shrine? I mean, bro
ところ
lives
で
here.
そのかがりさん調子はどうかな。
悪くはないです。でもまだ何も。
いや記憶に関しては無理して思い出そうとする必要はないよ。時間が来れば戻るだろう。それくらいの気でいた方がいい。
わかりました。
Of course, she probably wanted to remember them faster than that.
どうかしたか。
いえ、ルカ君もまゆりちゃんも、それに岡部さんもみんな優しいなって思って。
そんな俺は別に優しくなんてない。
照れなくてもいいのに。
She'd been so depressed when we'd first met, this was probably the first time I'd see her smile. Her smile was somehow childish, and she seemed a lot younger than I'd been told she was.
ごめんなさい。私たら急に慣れ慣れしい感じになっちゃって。
いや構わないよ。こっちだってタメ口で喋ってるんだし。
そうだよ。まゆしーもね、普通に喋ってくれた方が嬉しいな。だってその方がお友達って感じがするでしょ。お友達。うん、お友達。ありがとう、まゆりちゃん。お友達か。
Maybe this was how the future Mayuri became close to her as well. A war orphan. That's what Suzuha had said about Kagari. And all of that was... it was my fault, wasn't it? If I did what Suzuha wanted, would her life change? But for that to happen, I would have to once again...
岡部さん、大丈夫ですか？なんだか顔 顔色が優れないみたいですけど。
ああ、なんでもない。ちょっと寝不足なだけだ。
そうですか。だったらいいんですけど。
それよりルカ子は何をしていたんだ？忙しそうにしていたみたいだが。
本殿のお掃除をしていたんです。
掃除ならいつもやってるんじゃないのか？
It felt like every time I came here, Lukaku had a broom in his hands.
今日は普段できないようなところも含めての大掃除なんです。
ああ、そうか。もうすぐ正月だしな。
New Year's was a big deal for a shrine.
すす払いは先日やったんですが、まだやり残しているところもあるので、かがりさんにも手伝ってもらっていたんです。
ただお世話になってるだけなのも気が引けるもん。少しくらいは役に立たないと。
Lukaku and Kagari seem to be getting along just fine.
おやルカ、お客さんかな？
あ、お父さん。
Lukaku's father was poking his head out from behind the shrine. He had the look of a saint, but I knew he had some bad habits. Mostly the same type as Daru had. Yeah. We hate that guy. The dad, not Daru. Dressing up Lukaku in shrine priestess clothes and having him help around the shrine was all his idea.
おや、これは岡部君にまゆりちゃん。メリークリスマス。
メリークリスマスです。
Wait, aren't you not allowed to say that?
おや、どうかしたかい岡部君。
いえ。
Well, if it didn't bother them, I guess it was fine. More importantly, I needed to thank them for what they were doing for Kagari.
実は彼女のことなんですが。
かがりさんというそうだね。ルカから聞いたよ。まさか君たちが知っている人だったとは。世間は狭いね。
はい。それでもう少しの間お宅でお世話になることができればありがたいんですが。
何か理由があるようだね。もちろんうちとしては大歓迎だよ。
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます、おじさん。
はっはいいんだよ。私も新しく娘ができたみたいで嬉しいからね。
できたみたいって、お父さん、お姉ちゃんがいるじゃないですか。
あの子はちっとも家に帰ってきてくれないじゃないか。
I wonder
私が
why.
寂しがっているのを知っていて、そういう意地悪をするんだ。
That's gotta be a sign.
そうだ、いいことを考えたよ。せっかくこれだけ女の子がいるんだから、お正月には神社を手伝ってもらうというのはどうだろ
手伝うって巫女ですか？
う。もちろんかがりちゃんにもまゆりちゃんにもちゃんと巫女装束を着てもらってね。
That's
どうかな。バイト代は出すよ。
I feel like that's probably not. I assume you have to have like some sort of training for that. Maybe, I don't know.
そんなの二人に悪いですし。
あら、私なら大丈夫よ、ルカ君。お世話になってるんだもん。それくらいしなきゃ。
本当かい？
Also, they had plans. Our party, bruh.
それにコスプレ衣装を作るのは好きだけど、自分で着るのは。
Mayuri, the shrine priestess's outfit actually isn't cosplay, you know.
そうか。
I mean, but she's not a shrine
Mayuri-chan
priestess, so I mean, it
岡部君
technically is
の
kind of
見たいんじゃない
cosplay.
かい？
あら、私なら大丈夫よ、ルカ君。お世話になってるんだもん。それくらいしなきゃ。
本当かい？
あら、
は
Why is he asking me?
そうなのオカリン。
いや俺は
とぼけても無駄だよ。ちゃんと顔に書いてある。
No way. If I were to look at a mirror right now, I most definitely would not see it written on my face.
そっか。オカリンがそう言うなら。
そうか、それはよかった。よし、そうと決まれば巫女装束をもっと用意しなければいけないな。母さん。
He must have been afraid that Mayuri and Kagari were going to change their minds because he quickly ran behind the shrine. You seriously couldn't let your guard down around that man.
ごめんなさい。
ルカ君が謝ることないよ。
でもせっかく楽しみにしてたお正月のパーティーが。
I was looking forward to the party. Sad.
それはここのお手伝いが終わった後でもできるから平気だよ。
Oh? Hope?
そうだね。僕も手伝うから何でも言ってね。
Yeah, I'm telling you, that man needs to be put on a list. He's probably already on a list.
ありがとう、ルカ君。
でも巫女さんの格好なんて私に似合うかな。
大丈夫、絶対に似合うよ。
そうかな。
マユシーはね、お友達のコスプレの衣装とかたくさん作ってるからわかるの。
そう言ってもらえるなら頑張ってみるね。
Since I'd asked them to keep Kagari from leaving the shrine, she'd probably needed something like this to relax. Oh, hey, Pika girl. How the heck are you doing? It's been a long time. Maybe that was why Lukaka's father had asked her. No way. Either way, it was going to be a busy New Year's.
それじゃあ俺はこれで。
もう帰られるんですか？僕お茶もお出しせずに。
かがりさんの様子を見に来ただけだからな。
オカリン、マユシーは。
分かってる。もう少し正月の話をするんだろう。俺はラボに戻ってるから。
I like that he's going back to the lab again.
ありがとう、岡部さん。
I think that's a good sign. She bowed her head a little and smiled innocently. If she still had her memories as a war orphan, would she be able to smile like that? Why would you ask that, bro? I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to survive the summer, but I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I won't lie, my back is kind of bothering me today. I have a lumbar support in my car. I have to remember to bring it back in the house because I think I'm gonna need it. Or usually I'm good at my desk, but I don't know. The last couple streams, it's been bugging me, or just like in general sitting here, so I think I gotta remember to bring it back up and start using it. Come to think of it, what would Hiajo be doing on New Year's? She had said that New Year's was a time for partying with your friends, but it didn't seem like she had any friends to party with.
もう、だから何度言ったらわかるのよ。
Oh, she's just out in public.
ん
Yeah, we got war orphans here. We got... the Steins Gate has a lot going on, let me tell you. Time travel, war orphans, World War III. We got shit everywhere. The heat is probably exasperating it. Maybe? It's hard to say. Like, I know there were some exercises that I was doing, like when I was working out, where I could feel it. But thankfully, the last leg day, when I did that on Friday, I wasn't feeling anything, because I always... As if leg day isn't bad enough, I dread it like a little extra, because there's a couple exercises that sometimes, I guess it's like if your form isn't completely correct, you can hurt your back, because your back will try to like overcompensate for your legs. But I made sure that my form was good, and then the last time I was at physio, I asked about a certain exercise. Well, I asked about lifting weights in general when it's something like that, because I remembered when I had went, I think it was to the chiropractor at the same place, she was like, she had taught me how to carry a weight. Like, you're not supposed to hold it out, you're supposed to hold it like against your body so that it's more stable. Which I couldn't remember at the time. So when it was like acting up a little bit, I was like, I'm just gonna ask since I was there. I was like, hey, I was taught, but I can I have like, would you be able to remind me? And he was like, yeah, he like went and got me a couple weights and was like, show me your form right now. And then was like, do this. I was like, oh. But yeah, no, I am very careful. Like the majority of stuff I do sitting down because I have the bench. And that way it's like extra stable for my back. But some of the leg exercises, obviously, I gotta stand for those. So. But yeah, no, if anything is like tinging in my back, I'm like immediately on edge. But yeah, because I remember asking, I was like, should I like drop the weight down? And he was like, no, don't drop the weight, just make sure like you're holding it correctly. So I'm very careful about that, and I'm trying to like do my stretches a bit more since I have been feeling it a little bit. But I think it's just like the
東京電機大学です。なんなら調べてもらってもいいですけど。
ああ、いや、そこまでは。でも、そう、小学生じゃないんだ。
Man. The policeman left, shaking his head.
なんなのもう、謝るくらいしたらどうなのよ。ほんと訴えてやろうかしら。
Maybe I'll sue. Do it.
まあまあ、それだけ仕事熱心ってことじゃないかな。
あなたもあなたよ、岡部さん。
Dedicated, but maybe in like not the correct way.
俺？
一見しただけで私が子供に間違われて補導されそうになってるって分かったんでしょ。一目で分かるなんて、あなたもそう思ってるって証拠だわ。
それは。
Maybe I should have kept my mouth shut.
まあでも、助けてくれたことには感謝するわ。ありがとう。
いや。
You should have just said so to begin with, then. Come to think of it, Kurisu is the same way. We're all genius scientists like this.
それで、ヒアジョウさんはこんなところで何を？
I'm starting to think that maybe I recognize her voice, but I can't think of where
こ
from.
れよ、これ。
I'll have to look it up later. She showed me a big bag. Well, no, it just looked big because Maho was holding it. It actually wasn't very big.
例のノートパソコン。ここならパスを解析できる業者がいるかなって思ったんだけど。
Oh, she's still working on that laptop. Evidently, she was holding Kurisu's laptop.
まだそれにこだわっていたのか。
It's gonna have to be Daru, isn't it?
そりゃあプライベートを覗くのは良くないって思うわ。でも私はあの子が何を考えて何をやろうとしていたのか知りたいのよ。
I wonder if they could ask Amadeus. Or wonder how that works. Because Amadeus would like clearly know the password. But I don't know. On the one hand, I don't know if she would want to give it to her because it's private, or if Amadeus would be open to it because it would be used to further her knowledge. I kind of feel like it's a conflict of interest. I don't know.
あなたはいいわよ。あの子が亡くなる前に会って話したりしてるんだもの。
Not in this world line, I didn't.
でも
She don't need to know that.
私にはまだ実感がないの。急に亡くなったって連絡を受けただけ。
Oh.
葬儀にも出られなかった。
Oh, that sucks.
だから少しでもクリスのことを知りたい。今更って思うかもしれないけど、それが私の中でのあの子の死に対する折り合いのつけ方なのよ。
ヒアジョウさん。
That's fair.
だから岡部さん、教えて。何でもいいの。あの子がパスワードとして設定しそうな言葉、一つや二つ心当たりあるでしょ？
I knew how she felt. And I knew she wanted a way to cope. Because I still hadn't come to grips with it myself. But still,
悪いけど、知らないよ。
岡部さん、
すまない。
そうやって逃げるの？
逃げる？
アマデウスとコミュニケーションを取らなくなったのも逃げてるからでしょ？
You don't know the half of it, girl. She was right. I had run away. I had run away from a chain of tragedy that had repeated itself hundreds, no thousands of times. And the result of that running away was who I was today.
クリスったらすっごい文句言ってたわよ。岡部さんは冷たいって。
I could imagine. Knowing her, she probably said all kinds of things about me, but
そうだ。冷たいんだよ。俺は。
I'd abandoned her.
岡部さん。
My attitude must have affected her because Maho had fallen silent. I realized too late that I'd made a mistake. I didn't need to put it like that.
すまない。
うん。
This was really awkward. I needed something to change the subject.
そうだ、ヒアジョーさん。正月は何か予定あるのか？
いえ、今のところは何もないけど。
だったら初詣にみんなで柳林神社に行かないか？まゆりたちも手伝うことになってるんだ。
Do you think Maho is gonna, like, combust when she sees Kagari? Because I mean, Okabe already almost had a heart attack because to him, she looked so much like Karisu. I can only assume that she's gonna have the same response and just be like, in complete shock. Right? Surely this will be fine.
まゆり？
Alright. She's gonna be deceased, man. What a happy new year it will be. Oh, surely nothing bad will happen. Mayuri wasn't there when she'd visited the lab.
俺の幼馴染なんだ。ラボの一員でもある。
幼馴染。
ああ。その後でラボでパーティーもやるらしい。なんならヒアジョーさんも巫女装束を着て神社を手伝ってもらってもいい。
巫女装束。
Don't think she's gonna have that,
それ
bro.
ってコスプレとかいうやつ？
いや、ちゃんとした手伝いだからコスプレにはならないと思う。
そう。でもそれはやめとくわ。私に合うサイズもないだろうし。
She was probably right, actually. They might have had some of Lukaku's old clothes from his childhood around, but it seemed like a bad idea to mention that.
ちょっと、そこで納得しないでくれる？
すまない。
で、集合はラボでいいの？何時に行けばいい？
え、でも
手伝うのはパスだけど、日本の初詣には行ってみたいと思ってたの。その後のパーティーはまあその時考えるわ。
That made sense. If she met Mayuri and they didn't get along, there was probably no need to go to a party with her.
わかった。
As if anyone could not get along with
細かい
Mayuri.
ことはまた連絡するよ。
Insane.
ええ、楽しみ
That's
にしてるわ。
like, imagine even thinking of it. That, like, yeah. That's diabolical, really. The time between then and New Year's flew by. Parties and drinking at school. When that was over, Komima. Of course, all I did for that was watch Daru and Mayuri run around. Yo, January. Then it was January 1st, 2011. Damn.
これで全員揃ったか？
I was in grade 11. That's messed up.
じゃあ今から点呼取るお。あまねし。
はい。
魔法ターン。
だからその呼び方やめてって言ってるでしょ。
Ninth grade. A little baby. A tiny tot.
楓氏。吹雪氏。
Oh hey, you still having the weird dementia COVID dreams? I forgot about those. It's been a minute.
はいはーい。
で、あとは。
私でーす。
前様。
Oh, that's cute. I was in like my 3rd year of college. I'm so sorry, CD. Don't think about it.
ブラウン市まで行くことになってんの？
He's not gonna send his daughter here. Bro needs to supervise.
俺だって知らない。マユリが苗を誘ったらついてきたってとこだろう。
I dropped out of college after high school and now I'm in my 3rd year. I dropped out because health issues. Smiles. I did get a few certificates. I've been thinking about actually going back. But, oh no. I think you made the correct choice then, Aya. You gotta... I dropped out for mental health issues. Hell yeah. You do what you gotta do. I couldn't open my mouth. That's when I started going to my special dentist. Smiles. And my migraines were out of control. Yeah, see, CD, that's also, like, low-key my problem, is I couldn't... See, back then, I just went... I shouldn't have went in the first place because of how sick I was. But, I never really had any plans, you know? I just, you know, picked first-year courses. And I was like, surely it'll come to me. It's never come to me. You know, even if it was a mistake, at least you knew. I got 0. There's nothing there. Like, were it not for the family business, I don't know what I would do. I mean, I'd have to do something, but like... Which is also why I am starting to think about it, because I'm like... With my mom getting old, I fully believe that shit's gonna go to hell as soon as she retires. And I know that that's why she hasn't retired. I don't have faith in anyone else to run it. If I'm being honest. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I should take a couple courses. I did not want my family business on either side. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't mind working there, but I don't want to run it. You know? You feel me? So... Yeah, that's so fair. And I'm with you there. I'm like... The pay that I'm getting is... I'm blessed with that. So... I'm kind of just riding it out while I can. Ugh. Even though my wallet is crying. Currently. working the job and running the job are very different beasts. True. Because, yeah, even though I do a lot of the stuff that my mom does now, she's still like the one that's in charge of the customers. I wouldn't know how to do that, but I don't really want to know how to do that. I'm good with just inputting the numbers and then doing whatever she wants me to do. Like writing bills, paying bills, writing checks, all the miscellaneous shit. I'm happy. I think the last time I paid bills, I finally didn't lick the envelopes that I had been licking for like a year, even though they were like the stuck ones or whatever that I just didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing. I think of it every time now. I'm just like, I've been licking these damn things for so long because I thought I had to. Because I'm like, yeah, it's an envelope, you lick it. I'm not meant to run a business. When my mom found out that I was licking them, she laughed at me. I was like, I just was, you know? I don't know, man. You give me an envelope and some stamps, I'm gonna lick the damn thing and then put the stamps on. I'm doing my best.
Oi, 何ひそひそ話してやがる?
You're just a little guy. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very jealous of people that just know. Cause I got nothing, dude. They should have some sort of flavor, cause let me tell you, they don't taste good. I'm very familiar. Don't recommend.
Yeah, 何も.
At least I'm safe now, but it haunts me every time. Cause I pay like the majority of the bills now. Cause that's just something that my mom will throw at me whenever I work at her. And so I just, every time I look at these envelopes and I'm like, CD, I have like 2 brain cells maybe. I did not notice. I just figured I needed to do it just in case. I don't know, man. I'd be licking things. Apparently. God. But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe next year I might try picking out like an online course and attempting to do that. You're an orange cat in my head? Man. You're probably right. I don't know how to feel about that. But, you know, I don't think I can argue. Man. God. An orange cat would bite the stamp to apply it. Yo, I got 3. Let's go. Yeah, at least I was not licking the stamp. I knew that those were stickers, don't worry. I had that going for me. Oh, God. It'll haunt me forever. I'm glad. I'm glad you love it. Or love me, I guess, man. Cries.
そうだな。すまないな。本当ならお父さんが連れてってやりたかったんだが。
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had the drive to do something, but I sure don't. At this point, I just want to have a backup plan for when my mom does retire, so that's why I've been kind of sitting on the being like, I should try to stick my toe in at least. See what school is like these days. I feel like online is a way to start with that, at least as someone who hasn't been in a school environment in a long time. Kind of ease myself back in, you know?
その天王寺さんは来られないのですか？
当たり前だ。何を好き好んで俺がおめえらと初詣せねえならん。
Why doesn't he want to go to the shrine with us? That's crazy.
俺はちょっと休養で出かけなきゃいけなくなっちまったからおめえらに苗を預ける。
Oh, okay. We've adopted a child.
ちゃんと面倒見ないと
I'm
家
impressed.
賃あげっからな。
I wouldn't think that, I wouldn't think that he would leave her on a, you know. When we heard that, Daru and I both let out a sigh of relief, even though he was still right there. I considered learning Japanese to become a translator, or go into journalism or music production, all of which require direct human interaction. And I don't know what younger me was thinking, man. I mean, it sounds cool, so that's fair. At least you had, like, an idea. I don't know. My brain is like jack shit. I, in particular, was trying to avoid Tenoji as much as I possibly could. His ostensible job was running his strange Brawn Tube workshop, but he was actually the leader of the Rounders. He worked for CERN. Were they ideas or were they just ADHD hyperfocuses? I mean, I'll still count it. I'll still count it. It's something. All my brain will hyperfocus on is freaking video games and media. That shit doesn't help me. You know? That gives me jack shit for jobs. My heart wasn't strong enough to deal with him, knowing that. The only reason I didn't leave the building altogether was that Mayuri and Daru had opposed it. There was also the hope that if something did happen, I'd be able to learn something about the Rounders' movements. Still, I hadn't come back to the lab for a long time.
ダメだよお父さん、そんな言い方しちゃ。
おお、そうだったな。さすが苗はいい子だな。
おかりんおじさん、お願いします。
おう。
Naya didn't seem as scared of me. Probably because I'd stopped treating her like a small cute animal.
そんじゃ夜になったら迎えに来るからよろしくな。
わかりました。
うん。
まだ何か？
いや、やっぱりおめえずいぶん
明けましておめでとうございます。
ああ、そっか。昨日までコミマだったからまだ年明けたって気がしないんだよね。
それじゃあ私たちも改めて明けましておめでとうございます。
これでよしと。
じゃあ挨拶も済ませたことだし、そろそろ行くか。
いざ行かん、ミコミコパラダイス。
橋田さん、神社にパラダイスはないと思いますよ。
あ、そっか。
We all headed to Yanabayashi Shrine, laughing and talking as we went. Yippee. To be honest, Akihabara on New Year's wasn't that much different than any other time of the year. The stores were open, and there were lots of customers seeking New Year's bargains. The only difference was that there were fewer cars.
ねえねえ、ダルおじさん。
Uncle Daru.
はい、なんでしょう、ナイ様。
おじさんは紳士なの？
Oh no.
そうだお。おじさんは変態だけど紳士
Daru,
なのだ
no!
ぜ。キリ。
Don't say that to a child!
橋田さんはどうしてナエちゃんのことを様付けで呼ぶんですか？
幼女はその存在だけで敬われるべきだからです。キリ。
ほう。
They looked like a family walking together. Were Suzuha, Daru, and Yuki ever able to spend any time together like this?
そういえば、ふぶきちゃん、この前言っていた変な夢はどう？
あれ最近はあんまり見なくなったかも。
The girl really said,
疲れてたみたい。
Happy New Year's! Are you still dreaming about your best friend dying? LOL. Oh. I wonder. Do you think she's telling the truth? Or is she just lying about it today?
そっか。だったらいいんだけど。
Hopefully she's telling the truth.
変な夢？
ああ、ちょっと一時期悪夢にうなされちゃった時期があって。
Don't tell him.
悪夢って？
Don't ask.
お、食いつきますね。ひょっとして私に気があるとか。
ダメよ、ふぶきちゃん。オカリンさんには好きな人がいるんだから。
ああ、そうか。
何の話だ？
オカリンさんには好きな人がいるって話。
俺に？
Who told them that? Mayuri, maybe?
俺には好きな人なんていないよ。
そうなんですか？本当に？
本当だって。
Mayuri talked about them a lot. Thinking back, this was probably the first real conversation I had with them. Still, they were easy to talk to.
そんなことより二人とも頼みがあるんだが、できればヒヤジョーさんに話しかけてやってもらえないか？
え？
彼女アメリカの大学から来てるんだけど、まだあんまりこっちに知り合いいないから。
アメリカ？すごい！
It just made me think of the meme. Instead of answering, Nakaze gave a cry of surprise and went over to Maho, who'd been walking ahead of the group.
ねえ、真帆さんってアメリカの大学に通ってるんですか？
ええ、まあそうだけど。
じゃあ英語ペラペラなんですか？
まあ生まれも生活もずっと向こうだから。
すごい！
That should probably help her open up a little.
オカリンさんって優しいんですね。
そんなことないよ。
Yeah! The way way she said it too just made me think of that. Oh god. Maho had told me the exact opposite just a few days ago.
でも人って優しいからこそ誰かを傷つけることもあるんですよね。
はい
え、なんでもありません。私も真帆さんと話してきますね。
She really says something mysterious and then is just like... It's just like, no, never mind, I'll go. Like, you can't just say shit like that. Hiroshima jogged to catch up with the other girls, leaving behind a faint smell of perfume. Hurt someone. Oh my god, Driz! Hello! The words stuck in my chest like needles for a little while. Yanabayashi wasn't as busy as Kanda Shrine, but it was still a lot busier than I'd expected.
オカリンたちだにゃ。おーい、オカリン。
You're just in time.
こっちだにゃ。
We're going to the shrine.
明けましておめでとうございます。皆さん。
The cat ears, bro. Wait, where's my Yuri? At this point, it didn't even need to be said that Lukaku looked great in the Shrine Priestess's uniform. Ferris, for her part, still had her cat ears on, but her outfit was much simpler than the usual maid outfit. Suzuha looks like she might kill someone. Kinda based. I was sure her fans would love it, though.
おめでとうなのにゃ。
Daru, Yuki, and the others exchanged New Year's greetings as well.
フェリスタンがミッコミコにしてくれるなんて生きててよかった。
Makes me glad to be alive. That's in front of his maybe girlfriend, almost girlfriend. That's diabolical.
ありがとうにゃ。
Calm down, bro.
ゆきさんも来てくれたんだ。明けましておめでとう、鈴葉さん。明けましておめでとうございます。
Suzuha always wore casual, light clothes, but this was pretty good too. If nothing else, it made it impossible to imagine her as Daru's daughter. If only she'd smile, this would be perfect.
妹属性の巫女さん来たこれ。それでお注射の時間だよお兄ちゃんって言っておくれよ。
You're just in time. We have to kill Daru. But how are you doing, Driz?
もうそんなことばっかり言ってるから母さんに誤解されるんだ。
誤解？
まゆ姉さんから聞いたんだよ。母さん、自分が父さんからあまり好かれてないと思い込んでる。
なんでそうなるん？僕は鈴葉はもちろんアマネ氏もフェイリス
Bro,
もルカ氏も
that's
親の子はみんな平等に好きなのに。
That's not how that's supposed to work, buddy. You're okay, just sleepy. Is that just hitting everyone these days? 'Cause I feel like everyone is tired. And I mean, same. I'm with you on that. I straight up didn't stream yesterday because I was very sleepy and I just didn't want to do anything. Daru, the only one calling Luca a girl, though, is kind of based. Yeah, you're not wrong. I know. I'm just going with, like, the game. I'm like, I don't... Plus, I feel like we had that one scene where Luca was feeling a little bit better about their gender or something, I think. But I'm like... a little bit that with when we were dealing with the timelines, after a while, it was like, I don't know where I am anymore. But it is very based of Daru. My new antidepressant makes me hungry and sleepy. Oh no. That is very stinky. Although, I hope it helps with the other things. Because that's important.
だからそういうのがダメなんだって。二人ともさっきから何を？なんでもない。
Just wanna know where my Yuri is.
ほら、おみきとあとおみくじもあるからどうかな。
Oh. Holy sake that is offered to the gods. Suzuha was right. If Daru didn't cut back a little, she might never be born! There's a dating game spin-off? Of course there is. I don't know. I never got that far. I didn't know that was a thing. I'd have to talk to him about it later.
それにしてもルカ君は相変わらず美人さんね。いえ、そんな。ほんとこれで男の子だなんて信じらんないよね。嘘。あなた男の子なの？はい。嘘でしょ。日本ってやっぱり進んでるのね。猫のお姉ちゃん。
Oh my god, Miss Kitty.
まゆりお姉ちゃんはどこですか？まゆし？確かさっきまであっちでおみきを。あそこにいたにゃ。まゆし！こっちに来るにゃ。おかりんたちが来てるにゃ。
Steins Gate, my darling's embrace. You know, I've heard the name, but I never. In hindsight, that makes sense. Now that you've said that, but I never realized. Well, I guess I've never looked into it. I didn't know that there was a dating game. Interesting. Is it any good? Mayuri must not have realized we were here, because she came running over with Kagari in tow. Ah, they're so cute.
明けましておめでとうございます。明けましておめでとうございます。岡部さん。
Like, the only other one I knew of was Elite, I think? I knew of the one that was like, it was straight up, it was Steins Gate, but it had the anime cutscenes instead of the visual novel ones. But yeah, I didn't know about the dating one. It's non-canon, I guess. I don't remember much about it. Interesting. I may have to look into it.
どうかな。この格好似合ってるかな。
Reboot comes out in August. Still insane to me that that's happening, but I think that's fantastic. But like, my timing is impeccable. But I tell you, I'm playing one thing in August. Fields of Mystria. It's finally my moment. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it or not. I should really ask. I don't know if I may not even be done with Steins Gate by then, but it's been a hot minute since I played a farming game on stream. But I've been waiting for Mystria for however long it has been in early access. I have been like freaking chomping at the enclosure because I refused to play it until it was ready. Yes, Of course, it's the farming game that has like it's like Sailor Moon aesthetics. All the characters look straight out of Sailor Moon. It's like 90s anime. The pixel art looks so good. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't get the Pal World hype. I have no. I'm so sorry. But I have no interest. I'm afraid. Ooh, I really want to play that Rune Factory. How is it? I suppose you can't really do much in the start, but I have been. That one looks pretty sick. It's been on my list of things to eventually try. Like for a Rune Factor, I feel like it looks really good. You only really did the tutorial, but I liked it. I mean, that's a good sign. I feel rather. Oh, I suppose more what I should say is it reminds me more of a like a console experience for Rune Factory, which I think is interesting, because obviously they pumped out a gazillion of them on the DSs and stuff, which are great, but like, you know, it's a different vibe, right? Like they had some really good ones on the Wii, which I would kill for those to get. I would kill for Frontiers to get remade and put on the Switch or something. But it kind of feels like that to me, where like I don't know if that makes sense. You tried to get into Rune Factory 5 again, but you just couldn't. Yeah, I know one of the last ones, it might have been Rune Factory 5. I remember seeing it, and I need to try it sometime, but on PC, because I think the Switch port was really bad. I think I like opened it, and it just ran terribly. That I was like, I can't do that at all. But I don't know if that like makes sense, where like you can tell when a farming game is made to be a handheld versus one that's made to be more like a console experience. To me, it makes sense, but Rune Factory runs well on the Steam Deck? Hell yeah. Yeah, I know I say console, but I would get it on PC, so I could run it on my Ally if I wanted to. So I'm with you there. But like, you know what I mean? It's like a different thing. I feel like that's more. I could be wrong when I finally play it, but to me that feels like one that you kind of want on a bigger monitor. Whereas Mystria, I would be fine playing that handheld. If I don't stream it, I probably will a lot, to be fair. I don't know. I'll see what chat be feeling. So I think it's like August 4th or something. I don't know. It's I just know it's like the beginning of August that it's finally into 1.0. So I'm like, it's my moment. Because I freaking hate early access. So it's my time. Dude, I'm so mad about that. I'm with you there. Like, I love my PlayStation, but I'm freaking pissed at them currently, so it's yeah, it's some bullshit. I mean, you know me, I'm also a physical, I love the majority of my stuff, I still buy physical stuff, so. I'm hoping that they still get bullied out of it, but we'll see. If not, maybe PS7, you know? Maybe we just skip 6. It's fine. I'm just sad. It's, I mean, I'm literally sitting here, my 3DS is on my desk, like, I'm, I love... I couldn't decide what I was gonna take with me on my trip, so I had my 3DS out, and I was like, looking through some of my games. Like, I love that shit, you know? I am just, you know, I'm a handheld gamer, but I love having, like, physical shit, so. I don't have the space, but damn do I try. Dude, that would suck so bad. I know people are saying the same thing as Kingdom Hearts, because they were saying that, Nomura was gonna be really upset, like, that he doesn't get to do, like, a really cool box art for the new Kingdom Hearts game. Because, I mean, those are always bangers, right? It sucks. It really sucks. I hope that they get bullied out of it, because they should. Like, they may not. I know Instagram did something really stupid, and they immediately got bullied out of it. Some AI thing. They got bullied out of it so fast, I didn't even... I didn't even get the option to, like... I mean, not that I use Instagram, but it's still kind of, like, on my phone. Because I get sent links to reels on Instagram or whatever they are. So sometimes it'll open. But I know they got bullied so fast that they got... The stupid AI thing got deleted before I could even change my settings to opt out. So yeah, I think... And I know that Sony, like, posted something and they got absolutely decimated and, like, all the comments were about, the discs and how everyone was upset, so... I feel like if people just keep up with that, then... they're gonna tank. So. And, yeah, if I have to skip the console generation, then I'll be upset, but I'll do it. It'll just suck. I still prefer consoles, but... You know. They gotta learn! They gotta realize that they're stupid. I didn't understand how it could be okay to do it at work, and not okay to do it when you weren't at work. And she was getting paid for this, so wasn't this work too? Don't question my Yuri. Just let her be free.
No. ああ、かがりさんもすごく似合ってると思う。
It's really them having a complete monopoly on their platform that's the problem. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta remember to... Yeah, no game preservation. I was literally about to be like, I have to remember to, like, get my Vita out and double check the stores again before those stores go down. Very strange thing I noticed is that you can still click on the eShop on the 3DS. I don't know why they let you. Like, you can click on it and it'll open, and then it'll just show you the God, what are they called? It's like the Nintendo Greats or whatever. I can't remember. It's like, you know, the specific, like, Ocarina of Time, like all those, and then like the Mario games. Like, it'll show you the games, like the classics, and it'll be like, not available, not available. Like, you can't, like, look up anything. it's just those. They're just there. It's like, hey, this is what you could buy somewhere. Maybe. Pay like a bunch of money because everything's jacked. But yeah, I thought that was really weird. Like, why even let me hit that button? God. Probably just folks can re-download what they have. I don't know. I don't know. Cause I don't know if you can actually, if you actually even can. You know, maybe. God, I would hope. I would not trust Nintendo to do that. But that probably. Mod the Vita. That's what a smart person would do. But I think at that point, if I like really get into emulation and stuff, I'm getting one of those, so like the Anthors or whatever, the fancy 3DS looking things. I'm gonna get one of those. I haven't touched any online features since I modded my 3DS, just in case. You know, that's fair. Someday. Someday I will get the fancy emulator 3DS thing. And I'll become powerful. I'll be really confused first, but then I'll become powerful. But for now, I just, gotta make sure I know I have half a Persona 2. I can't remember if I bought both halves. And I need that!
写真
It's important to morale! Okay, so you can do the re-downloads. That explains why you can click on that. I just assumed it wouldn't open, so I was like, why are you there?
だってほら写真があれば記録に残るでしょ。私今のうちにたくさん残しておきたいんです。また忘れちゃったりしないように。
Not that I ended up going with my 3DS, I took my Switch and played some Fire Emblem, but I almost did. I was tempted. I was like, maybe. One never knows. She wasn't just happy because it was New Year's. Over the past few days, she'd gotten a lot more cheerful. At the time, she'd seemed scared because of her lost memories, but this was probably just who she was. As she'd gotten ready for New Year's with Mayuri and Lukaku, she'd started to become her real self again, little by little.
やっぱりまゆりちゃん似合ってる。
You know, if I get my PS3 out to check out that store, maybe I'll finally finish Digital Devil Saga 2. Because I could just take it downstairs and just play it. Maybe. Maybe. I say as if I'm barely gaming. Because I'm exhausted. But like, maybe it's time to break that curse too. We'll see.
そうかな。なんだか恥ずかしいよ。
I gotta play some more Remake, maybe after stream tonight.
そんなこと言ってまんざらでもないくせに。
I gotta lock in instead of thinking about other things. Like, it is there. If I actually take my PlayStation out, I should just keep it out.
こちらがこの前言ってた。
かがりです。椎名かがり。
You know, I bet if I finally finish Digital Devil Saga 2, that will also get a remake.
本当だ。
The first
ルー
half.
シーと同じ名前なんですね。
That'd be really funny. Maybe I should test it.
偶然。
Crazy coincidence, bro. Don't worry about it. It wasn't actually a coincidence, though.
かがりさんもスタイルいいし、コスとか似合いそう。
私も思った。
コス
They're just plotting.
コスプレ。ねえ、好きなキャラとかいるんですか？
私そういうのはちょっとよくわからなくて。
吹雪ちゃん。ああ、そっか。ごめんなさい。あ、ううん、気にしないで。大丈夫だから。ねえ、オカリンもこっちに来て。
I can't get over how happy Mayuri looks, bro.
いるのです。かな。なんだっけ。大ぬさだよ、まゆりちゃん。
What does that mean? A tool used in Shinto religious rites, made by placing a string of paper streamers at the end of a branch from a sakaki tree. Oh, okay, I know what you mean. It said that by waving it at a person, the impurities they possess are transmitted from them into the onusa. Oh,
そうそう、大ぬさ。
cleanse me, please.
そのためにはまず神様に手を合わせてこないとな。
あ、そうだね。それじゃあその後で私もお祓いしてあげる。
ああ、よろしく頼むよ。
I washed my hands in the water and prayed at the shrine. Come to think of it, this might have been the first time I'd done this here.
何をお願いしたの？
ああ、世界が平和でありますようにってね。
またそうやってはぐらかすんだから。
It was true, though. Of course, I knew it wasn't going to come true, and that wishing wouldn't make it better.
そういえば遅いわね。
ん？
教授たち初詣に行くって言ったらすごく来たがってたから場所を教えておいたんだけど。
Oh
どこ
god.
で迷ってるのかな。
They definitely got lost.
レイエス教授も一緒だからどこか寄り道してるのかもね。
Once they got here, it was probably going to get even busier.
ねえ、あの子でしょ。
何がだ？
Oh, freaking right, yeah. Hello. What do you
岡
think?
部さんの彼女。あのまゆりさんって人なんでしょ。
Girl, no, lock in. Focus, Maho. Focus on the one that looks exactly like Karisu.
まゆりはそんなんじゃない。
嘘。じゃあどの子？
誰も違うよ。俺には彼女なんていない。
本当に？これだけ可愛い女の子がたくさんいるのに？岡部さんってもしかして。
The way I could see it a mile away. Holy shit.
ん？
I know.
ああ、でも大丈夫よ。私そういうのに関係ないから。
She's like, I know what you are. I finally figured out what she was trying to say.
あのな、違うよ。そういうのでもない。
そうなんだ。じゃあどうして？彼女を作らないの？
君、この前クリスに散々文句言ってたのに同じこと聞いてるぞ。
Exactly, CD. Exactly.
ああ、言われてみれば自分のことだと嫌なのに人のことになると興味が出ちゃうのよね、人間って。これは反省が必要だわ。
She straight up said much to think about. Oh god. It's funny. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mayuri. I hit the button by accident. My bad. Forgive me for my sins.
ええ、やっぱりクリスのことがあったからかしら。
Now you're cooking. I could hear her small whisper, but I pretended that I didn't. Are they not gonna They hate me. They hate me! I just wanted to know. I just wanted to see what would happen when they meet. It was supposed to be a short visit to the shrine. Ended up taking the whole day as we talked and took pictures.
お待たせだにゃ。はあ、ああいう衣装もなかなか肩が凝るね。
When we saw Ferris and Suzuha back in their usual clothes, it finally felt like things were back to normal. Thank God she's pink again.
あれ、まゆ
シーたちは？
まだ着替え終わってないから、もう少し待っててほしいって言ってたにゃ。
Mayuri, Kagari, and Lukaku hadn't come out yet.
ななおかりん、着替えってもしかしてマユシたちとルカシ一緒に着替えてるんかな？
いや、それはまずいだろ
いやん、ルカ君、背中のファスナーあげてん。そんな、僕そんなこと。ルカ君、こっちもお願い。そんな会話があの中で繰り広げられてるんかな？はあはあ。
I don't think so.
ねえ、岡部さん、この人大丈夫なの？
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Completely. Maho had only met Daru a few times, and already she was starting to be wary of him.
う。ダルは言動はああだが、害はない男だから心配しなくても平気だ。
He's harmless, but not to my brain.
それにスーパーハッカーなんだにゃ。
I was waiting for that. Is she gonna lock in? An extraordinarily talented hacker, or someone who claims to be one. Also used as a threat when an argument on an anonymous message board gets out of hand. For example, my buddy is a super hacker, and he'll hack you and find out your real name. From here, the term grew to refer to extremely talented hackers who clearly do not exist. Is he though? I mean, yeah, he hacked into CERN. We know. Somehow he's gonna build a time machine.
それを言うならハッカーだろ。
Somehow.
ハッカー？それ本当なの？
But this is how he's gonna get Kurisu's laptop opened.
大きな声では言えんけど、まあそんな感じのこともやってるから、何かあったら頼んでくれてもいいのだぜ。
そっか。だったら。
Oh no!
He's here! Maho's head jerked up in surprise at the sudden voice. I followed where she was looking and saw.
Where? Japanese German girl はどこにいるんだい、リンタロウ。
Dr. Leshkinen and Dr. Reyes look absolutely miserable.
真帆からここに来ればジャパニーズシャーマンガールに会えると聞いてきたのにいないじゃない。
ジャパニーズシャーマンガール？
巫女さんのことよ。
Oh, I see.
今日はもう巫女さんの出番は終了です。
Holy cow! So I said we should come soon.
But you just enjoyed shopping too.
They were both holding bags from electronics stores. They must have done a lot of shopping on the way here.
That's enough! どっちもどっちですよ。
The two of them started to look around the shrine, not even bothering to hide their disappointment.
お待たせ、おかり。
ずいぶん遅かったな、マユリ。
ルカ君のお母さんにね、おせちいっぱいもらっちゃった。
Ooh, food.
みんなで食べなさいって。母があれも持っていけこれも持っていけって詰め直してたらこんな時間になってしまいました。すみません。
いや、こっちこそ気を使ってもらって悪いな。
Excuse me? ちょっといいですか？
はい。
お参りというのはどうやるんですか？
First of all, we should purify our hands and mouth there.
Let's go?
I see.
Please come with me. I'll show you how to do.
Yo! Luca's English is great! Luca led the two professors off to pray. I wondered if there wasn't some kind of religious problem inherent in all this, but they were fine with it. It wasn't my place to say anything. What was more important?
ルカ子、すごいな。まさかあんなに英語喋れるとは。
Bro kind of popped off.
ルカ君、頭いいからね。
Was he?
それに秋葉原は観光の人が多いから何か聞かれてもいいように勉強してるんだって。
That's cute. I just discovered a surprising side to Lukaku.
そういえばマユリ、かがりはどうした？
あれ、そろそろ出てくると。あ、来た来た、ほら。ごめんね、お待たせしちゃって。
That was everybody then. Now we just had to wait for Lukaku to finish.
Thank a lot. We had a wonderful experience.
Not at all.
それじゃあラボに向かうか。
あ、そのことなんですけど、実は私この後休養が入っちゃって。
ユキさん来れないの？
Yuki, but the party!
ごめんね、まゆりちゃん。
She hates
バイ
us.
トで欠員出てどうしても入ってくれって。
Suzuha's never gonna be born.
そっか。
Rest in peace.
それじゃあ仕方ないのです。
I saw that both Daru and Suzuha seemed disappointed too.
教授たちはこの後どうするんです？
私はこの後ヨガあるから。
私もよ。
今日はありがとう。素晴らしい発見だらけだったよ。シャーマンガールには会えなかったがね。
ほんとね。とってもエキサイティングだったわ。
Really, none of them? They're just not gonna look at her and be like, oh my god, she looks like Karisu. We're just not gonna do that?
たまにはクリスにも会ってやってくれ。
では皆さん、また。See you soon.
Yeah, I am too. I really thought that someone would. Like, at least Maho. Or even if they didn't freak out, I at least thought they might, like, say something. Weird. They smiled and disappeared into the bustling Akihabara streets.
じゃあ僕たちも行こうか。
そうだな。
Because, like, if they've been there for hours, then she must have seen her. Even without Yuki, we were still twice as many people as usual heading for the lab.
それでは改めまして。明けましておめでとうございます。明けましておめでとう。ルカ君今日おへぎおいしいね。
Oh my god. They got all sorts of stuff.
本当？僕とかがりさんも手伝ったんだけど、そう言ってもらえてよかった。えへん。なんて、私は盛り付けただけなんだけど。
They're so cute though, look at them. Just hanging out. Oh no, she went with them, didn't she? Nae, that is. I forgot about her. I'm so sorry. Yeah, she would have.
私、この甘い卵焼き大好き。くるくるっての。
Actually, yeah, why is she still wearing that suit? That's crazy. Ferris, you don't need to use the pause.
こっちのお雑煮も絶品すぎる。鈴葉、どうだお？
美味しいね。実はメイクインニャンニャンのお正月メニューなんだにゃ。
むふん、もちもちで柔らかい。フェイリスタンの味がするお。
You know, maybe it's a good thing that Yuki isn't here.
橋田さん、本当に変態さんですね。
Kabuki was barely putting any effort into her comments to Daru anymore. Nor should she. A whole day of his perversion must have tired her out.
アメリカだったらセクハラですぐ訴えられるわよ。
Do it!
そういえばアメリカのお正月って何を食べるんでしょう。
そう七面鳥じゃないのか。
それはクリスマスじゃないですか。
アメリカじゃ大晦日に騒ぐから年が明けると意外と質素よ。豆料理とか。
豆料理って響きにときめくお年頃。
Daru, you can't say that! You can't say that at all!
橋田さん、本当に変態さんですね。
I don't know, I was thinking about New Year's and how they were wrong because people be eating so much, and then I think I just took like a brain blast. I just took the most psychic damage! You can't say that! It's even worse! Help me. Get me out of here.
ほら、ないにゃん。この栗きんとん。
Ferris, kill that guy! Please! Nia! Oh, glazed chestnuts. That sounds neat.
こっちの黒豆も栄養価が高そうでいいね。
I need help after that one. I don't know.
そんなにたくさん食べられないよ。慌てないでいいからよく噛んで食べるんだよ。
かがりさん、お母さんみたいですね。
やっぱり人が大勢いると楽しいね。おかり。
ああ、そうだな。
How long had it been since we'd all had this much fun at the lab? No, that was in the Alpha World line. Which means that this may have been the first time in the Beta World line that we'd done something like this.
にゃ、お茶ってこれだけかにゃ。
The party hadn't started that long ago, but evidently we were already out of tea.
兄さんが甘いジュースばかり買ってくるから。
お茶がなければコーラを飲めばいいじゃない。
おせちに炭酸は厳しいですよね。
じゃあ俺と誰で買ってこよう。
I couldn't let the girls go. Bless Okabe.
私とふぶきちゃんで行きますよ。
私も？
お呼ばれしてるんだもの。それくらいしないと。
しょうがない。それじゃあ行ってきます。適当でいいですよね。
そうか、すまない。助かるよ。
There was a very brief silence after Kaede and Fubuki left. But then someone's phone rang. It's not mine!
ごめんなさい。私だわ。
She took out her phone and checked the screen, then looked at me.
ねえ、岡部さん。今、アマデウスにアクセスしてもいいかしら。
え？
Of course.
着信。あの子からなの。それに、あの子がこの状況の中に入ったらどんな反応を示すか。それもいいサンプルになりそうだし、ダメかしら。
それは。
Surely nothing bad will happen.
ねえ、真帆さん、真帆さん。アマデウスって何かな？
The next thing I knew, the call from Karisu had stopped. And instead, everyone was listening to us.
特定の人間の記憶データを内包したアーティフィシャルインテリジェンスよ。
アーティフィシャル？ AI のことだにゃ。
God, everyone's gonna meet her.
AI とはエンシェントインテリジェンス。つま り古代に失われた大いなる知恵のことなんだにゃ。
Yes, Ferris, you're so right. She's cooking.
アーティフィシャルインテリジェンスだってば。
自分で考えて学習するように作られたプログラムのことだお。でも特定の人の記憶がある AI ってことは、それって誰かのコピーってことじゃね？
果たしてそれがコピーとなり得るのか、それを現在進行形で検証しているところよ。
それがアマデウスってわけ？驚いた。そんなもん作ってるなんて。
ルカ君わかる？僕にもさっぱり。
見てもらえば早いんだけど。
She glanced over at me.
俺の映らないところでなら。
わかった。
She sighed and reached toward the icon on the smartphone with her finger.
スマホで起動できるん？
本体は大学のサーバーにあるんだけどね。簡易的にアクセスできるようにしたの。
Daru was staring down at the screen with stars in his eyes. And as soon as I heard the voice from her phone,
もう先輩ったらどうして出てくれな。
oh.
おお、すげえ。
先輩じゃない？誰ですか？
僕、橋田至。なんなら僕を先輩って呼んでくれてもいいのだぜ。できれば赤く頬を染めながら上目遣いでよろう。
どうして私が見ず知らずのあなたを先輩なんて呼ばなければならないんです？あなたは一体？
Kurisu, kill him!
驚かせて悪かったわね。
あ、先輩、今の人は？
橋田さんといって岡部さんのお友達よ。今日はお正月でしょ。それで岡部さんのラボラトリーでお友達とパーティーをしているの。
ああ、あの冷たい岡部さんですか。先輩も
Damn.
あの人との付き合いはほどほどにしておいた方がいいですよ。じゃないといつか捨てられちゃいますから。
まあまあ。
There was ice in her words. She must have been really mad. Well, I guess I could understand why.
というわけで紹介するわ。彼女が私の後輩、マキセ・クリスの記憶と人格を持つ AI、アマデウスよ。
マキセ・クリスって？
Oh, right! Oh god, that should mean something to Suzuha. No one else knows.
もしかして
Oh, wait, I guess Daru does. But the Hashida family's voices rose in unison. That's right, those two knew about Kurisu. And they knew what happened to her.
マキセ・クリスさんって確か半年前くらいにラジカンで。あ、マキセ・クリスさん、この人が。もしかして皆さんオリジナルの私のことをご存知なんですね。
あ、いや、まあ。
I suppose.
心配しなくても大丈夫ですよ。私オリジナルの自分に何が起きたか知ってますし。
あ、そうなん？
That was easier said than done.
これってゲーム？
Oh my god, Nae. Nae seemed to be the only one who didn't get what was going on. But for now, I was glad of that. She doesn't need to know. Her words broke the tension that was building up in the room.
ゲームじゃないわ。私は AI。あなたと同じように自分で考えてお話ししているの。っていうか、本当の AI なのにゃ。すごすぎるにゃ。すごいのは私を作ってくれた真帆先輩です。
Everyone was staring in awe at Kurisu as she answered their questions. I started to regret this. I shouldn't have let Kurisu talk here. I shouldn't have made them all remember Kurisu. I needed to end this conversation as soon as possible.
ヒア嬢さん。
あら、
The second I spoke, Maho emitted a small cry of surprise.
どうしたん？
アマデウスがいきなり消えてしまったの。
アプリが落ちたんじゃね？まあ、
Did she hang
そういう
up?
ことだってあるっしょ。
そうなんだけど、再起動してもサーバーに繋がらないのよ。
サーバーのデータ更新とかは？
そんな話聞いてないわ。
ここのネット回線は落ちてないみたいやけど。
Ferris had tried and succeeded to connect to her own smartphone to the web.
おかしいわね。今までこんなことなかったのに。ねえ岡部さん、あなたの方でも試してみてもらえない？
いや、俺は。
What the hell was that? I don't think Kurisu likes me, but before I could end my sentence, I heard a crash.
ごめんなさい。
Are you good? Kagari had evidently dropped a glass. Little fragments were spread all over the floor.
お姉ちゃん、大丈夫？顔色悪いよ。ええ、ありがとう。ちょっと疲れたのかも。あ、でも平気。ごめんね。すぐに片付けるから。
あ、かがりさんはじっとしてて。僕が片付けますか。
I'm scared? It was in the instant that Lucas stood up to get the broom that I heard the sound. Why? Why are they back? Why does he have the Chaos Child mask? Ah! I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. Everything's fine. Everything's Ah! I'm not fine. I'm good. Armed men stormed into the room out of nowhere. Nobody knew what was going on. We're so doomed. We're so doomed, chat. I'm so sorry for your ears. I woke up Molly. They were all wearing strange masks. They were all holding guns. Some of them had assault rifles. So someone definitely... Oh god. So it must have went down. Clearly something is happening. Hey man. How you feeling? 'Cause you sure don't have a... I mean you do, but you don't. I don't know. I guess you do. The site brought that nightmare back to me. You don't have a time leap machine. Mayuri's brutal murder, which I'd seen again and again and again and again. I thought I was okay now. I thought everything was over. Was this because of the world line change 2 weeks ago? Also, why are they doing this on New Year's? My poor boy. Mayuri. There is a whole ass time machine on Radicon. We're gonna have to use it, I just don't... There's not a lot of fuel is the problem. Mayuri's going to die again. Oh my god! A bang. A black hole in the floor. It's okay. That was just a warning shot. That's more than they gave us last time. But it was enough to snap everyone out of their terror. I can't that they brought that mask. Jesus Christ. Freaks me out. No, don't do anything to tick them off. They were serious. They'd kill anyone they didn't need without mercy. Suzuha! What was Suzuha doing? Actually, yeah, well, Mr. Braun had to go. I can't imagine him letting them attack when Nae was here. Yeah, CD, they are! The games are all connected, which is why the mask is here. And there was like, there was a lot of Chaos Head, I can't think. The band that was in Chaos Head, the lady that's the singer, she was in, I'm so sorry, I thought you knew. But yeah, all the Psy-ADV games are like, the semicolon games, they're all connected. They're like in a rough order, I think, but you don't have to play each one to understand shit unless you're playing like the sequels. But they're all like in universe. It was no good. Nae was clinging to her legs and keeping her from moving. So there will be like different terms and stuff that they'll use. Like they'll talk about events, and they'll talk about stuff that have happened in the other games. So if you've played them, you'll be like, oh shit! But if you haven't played them, it's like you aren't usually missing anything. But yeah, Mr. Braun, I can't imagine, like, if Mr. Braun knew that someone was gonna attack, he would not have left Nae. He would not have her anywhere near the building, so. No, maybe there were just too many of them for her to do anything about it. I had to do something, but my legs were shaking too much for me to manage anything helpful. Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be someone else. Maybe.
そんなこと言われても。
いいから落ち着いて奴らの言うことを聞くんだ。
I'd gone through this more times than I could count, but it was still all I could do to speak. But evidently my desperation had gotten through to them, because they'd stopped panicking, clumped together, and simply waited for the intruder's next move. I heard the sound of heels. From behind the armed man. A woman's footsteps coming up the stairs. Ain't no way. Was it here? Mayuri and Kagari reached out their hands, but they both grabbed nothing but air. What do I do? What should I do? If I moved, Mayuri would... everyone would... Then did I have to just watch as she was taken away? I... There was suddenly a scream from near the door. Tenoji? By the time I looked over, the second man was already falling to the floor. Dad! He's here!
これ一体何の騒ぎだ?
God, I wish I knew!
ブラウン氏
My goat! I'm sorry I doubted you! Though we were given reason! Before he could turn his gun around, Tenoji had grabbed his hand and twisted it upwards. I heard the dull sound of a snapping bone. I mean, I knew it wouldn't be him this time. Squeak, not now! I'll pet you, though. The men seemed unsure of how to handle this sudden intruder. Dude, this is crazy. One of the men decided to run towards us. Would someone get that helmet off her, bro? I want to know who's under there. He reached for what looked like the weakest member of our group. Normally, this would have been the right choice, but this time it was the worst choice he could have made. I'm scared? With speed that you would never have imagined from someone so huge, Tenoji closed the gap between himself and that man in an instant, slamming him into the wall. Oh god. Aya, you're scaring me. Although I can't blame you, for a split second I was scared that Nae was gonna go absolutely berserk on that guy. Thank god. Maybe we're safe. Oh god, is it possible that it's Nae from the future? Can that even still happen? It would be too early for that, though. It would be way too early. Although I don't know if that can even happen here, but... Anyway. When they saw him bounce off and hit the floor, the others became deathly pale. And then Suzuha, whose legs were now free of Nae's grasp, moved as well. Suzuha! Reveal! Please! A thin, muscular leg, the exact opposite of what you'd expect to see from Daru's daughter, lashed upwards, straight for the motorcycle suit woman's neck. The woman blocked the kick with her arm at the last moment. But when she moved her hand to block, she let go of Kagari. Kagari! I reached out my hand and quickly pulled her close. I'm gonna... Realizing the tide had turned, the woman... Don't let her get away! Again! The woman leaped out of the lab in an instant, clutching her injured arm. The other attackers followed suit, carrying their injured fellows. In a moment, the chaos was replaced with silence. Mayuri's quavering voice brought me back to reality.
Mayuri, 無事か? 他のみんなも大丈夫だったか? 怪我はないか?
How many Karisus are there? I'm scared. It would low-key track, but I only say that because I'm grasping at straws to the point of, because we had nothing to go on, that I'm like, who has the same size tits? And I mean, Kagari's are kind of big, so like maybe. that's how bad we are right now. It's dire. It's really bad. I need someone to take that helmet off, man. I got nothing to work with. I'm suffering. Daru, Suzuha, Ferris, Lukaku, Nae, Maho, Kagari. Their faces were drained of color, but none of them seemed hurt. Please get this child to safety.
大丈夫。もう大丈夫だ。
Oh, thank God Tenochi came back.
ちゃんとお父さんが守ってやるからな。
When they saw the Tenoji family clinging to each other, everyone finally sighed with relief. But still.
おい岡部、説明してもらおうか。
I wish I freaking knew.
いや、それは俺にも。
I didn't. At first I thought they were with CERN. But if they were, there was no reason for Tenoji to be here. Yugo Tenoji was actually FB, the leader of the Akihabara Rounders. Of course, it was possible that someone working for FB, Moeka, for example, had acted without his knowledge. Everyone tensed as the door opened again. What's the other two coming back?
飲み物いっぱい買ってきたよ。
And y'all just didn't run into those freaks? Insane.
遅くなってしまってごめんなさい。吹雪ちゃんがあれもこれも。
I forgot they freaking left, bro. That's insane.
あれ、どうしたのみんな。そんな怖い顔して。
Oh, you know, just guys with guns? I'm freaking pissed. I'm so
送っていただい
pissed.
てありがとうございました。
I'm so mad.
いや、
Of course, after that, the New Year's party was cancelled. I knew my Yuri had really been looking forward to it, but none of us were up for partying after that. It's really sus, but I don't know. Maybe the mom-looking one. It was convenient timing. I don't know. I told everyone I'd give them an explanation another day. For now, I decided to send them home for safety's sake. Everyone but the Tenojis walked with me to the station. Those who were taking the train home split up with us there, and the rest came with me to Yanabayashi Shrine. Oh yeah. Hello? Am I stupid? Was that not... at God? Wasn't that? I thought that was a text message. Daru, Suzuha, Lukaku, and Kagari were the only ones left.
つけられてなかったか。
Like, I'm not having a stroke, am I? Not letting me send anything. Oh, got here safe. Yeah, okay, I'm stupid. It's just from Ferris. Gotcha.
大丈夫。ずっと注意してたけど、おかしな気配はなかった。
そうか。
I hadn't seen anyone suspicious at Akihabara Station either. In Ikebukuro, okay. Mayuri's making it. That's so cute. I'm glad that they're updating that they're getting home. I like that. If they were CERN rounders, I would have expected to see them everywhere. I'm still... Maybe.
おそらくな。
連中かがりたんのこと知ってるんかな。
だろうな。
I'll see where we get to after this section. If I can find a good place to stop. Not that I don't want to anymore. I mean, not that I did earlier, but like, you know, my back seems to have settled, but considering now it's getting closer to my actual stop time. Why must this always happen? Why must good things... I mean, well, I say good lightly. But they're cooking. They're cooking something. I didn't know if they were with CERN yet, but it was safe to assume that they knew Kagari was from the future, and that's why they'd attacked her. But it was sus that the fact that the app went out at the exact same moment. So it's gotta be connected to Kurisu somehow, even if it is also connected to Kagari. Something is afoot.
ごめんね。
Something is very wrong.
私のせいでみんなまで危険な目に遭わせてしまって。
君だけのせいじゃない。
She was brought here from the future at a young age, and then she went missing. She was another victim of fate, like me.
でも本当にいいんですか？警察に届けなくても。
すまないが、今はまだ。
Maho and the others had asked me the same thing, but I'd managed to get them to hold off. Part of the problem was that I didn't think they'd believe us, but the biggest issue was Kagari. If we told them they were after Kagari, we'd have to explain who she was. Plus, she doesn't have ID or anything, so that was an issue earlier. We couldn't tell them the truth, and even if we did, they wouldn't believe us. I didn't notice, did Kurisu get a view of Kagari before the call disconnected? That I don't know. She was about to get a view of Okabe, which is why I thought she hung up. But now I don't think so. I don't know if it's like directly a Kurisu thing, or if it's trying to steal the AI. Because, like, let's be real, it is a powerful AI, and if it has Makise's brain, it could build, theoretically, any of the stuff that she could build. You know? The mother of the time machine. So... people would want that! If certain people found out.
で、これからどうする？
With how advanced the AI is, there's no reason not to think that she wouldn't be able to figure out the same things. Or already know them, technically.
とにかく、連中が何者かわからなければどうしようもない。
じゃあ、私たちだけで突き止めるってこと？どうやって？
それは。
To be honest, I had no clue. The world was full of groups who would want a functioning time machine if they knew it existed. Russia, America, China. If I had to guess, even if it isn't CERN this time, I would assume it's America. Considering Moeka already said that foreigners were looking for Kagari. Obviously, foreigners don't have to be Americans, but like... that's where the AI tech is. Technically. And even Japan. If I couldn't find out who they were, the same thing was likely to happen again.
方法は明日改めて考えよう。それよりもルカ子、頼みがあるんだが。
はい、なんでしょう。
すまないが、 今日から鈴葉も一緒にお前のところに泊めてもらってもいいか？
Oh yeah, they wouldn't want Suzuha stay. They wouldn't want anyone staying at the lab, I would assume. Considering
私が
they
ル
know.
カ兄さんの家に
Or to keep an eye on Kagari.
あ
Or both.
あ、かがりを他で預かってもらうのも考えたんだが、ここの方が人数も多いし、防犯設備も整っている。
They had security systems to keep people from vandalizing the place and robbing the donation boxes. Just taking a quick look around, I could see that there were cameras. And this was Kagari's idea to begin with.
かがりもここの方がいいんだろ？
I could understand that. She was already in an unstable state after losing her memories, even before what happened today.
鈴葉がいてくれれば、みんな少しは安心できる。もちろん、ルカ子の家族の承認が必要だが。
お父さんはきっと大歓迎だと思います。
That was certainly true. I don't want to think about that. I got too many other things on my brain.
別に構わない。
僕も泊まってもいいのだぜ。
兄さんは帰りなさい。
Yeah, no one needs that, Daru. Calm down.
しょぶーん。
Watching them talk made me think that things were slowly returning to normal. Lukako and Kagari's expressions softened a little. Daru's usual antics had come in handy for once.
じゃあ、頼んだぞ。何かあったら、すぐに連絡してくれ。
It's crazy that they both stand so similar, but the hand being that pose. How would there be two of them?
わかりました。
Much to think about. Dar and I left Kagari to the two of them and headed back to the lab.
なあ、あれ、本当に起きたことなんだよな。
Yep.
ああ。
ドッキリとかじゃなくて、現実なんだよな。
Real. Yeah, that was real. I'd experienced it so many times before. Screams and the smell of gunpowder.
どうしたんオカリン？
すまない。安心したせいか、気分が。
I'd been so focused on seeing everyone home safely that I hadn't had time to think about it. With that done, the memories came flooding back. The memories of last July.
大丈夫。今は僕も一緒だからさ。なんならちょっと休む？
I could feel Daru's huge hand rubbing my back. Strangely, it made me feel a little better.
ありがとう。もう大丈夫だ。
無理すんなよ。
あ。
I started to walk towards the lab again, and Daru followed me, worried.
なあ、オカリン。
うん。
やっぱさ、これもタイムマシン関係のことだよな。
ああ。
これもシュタインズゲートの選択とかいうやつ？
The choice of Steins Gate?
今思えば痛々しい響きだな。
オカリン。
Was it going to keep following me forever, no matter how much I tried to look away or run? I just wanted to live in peace. Was even that too much to ask now?
オカリン、肩貸してやるよ。
え？
まだふらついてるじゃん。ほれ、
大丈夫だよ。
いいから遠慮すんなって。
ダル、
ん？
お前キモいぞ。
最近のまともになったオカリンの方がキモいっつーの。
ありがとな。
気にすんな。
Oh shit. I should really stop here, but I don't wanna! But like, we just got a new POV! Like, that's the perfect ending point. Just kill me! Just kill me now, bro. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, I want to know Lucas. Get me out of here. It's fine. I'm not okay. It is the time, though. You're right. I can't. I can't, man. That's... You know, I knew bad things were gonna happen, but I wasn't expecting men with guns again. Maybe I should've. But like... it on New Year's? I'm just happy that no one actually got shot. Which, you know, if they turn out to be American, that's crazy. I'm so sad about that. That's such a sad thing to say. Oh god. But yeah, okay. I am... yeah, it's a little Oopa. I'm telling... have you not like, they cooked with this screen, bro. I love it. I think it's really good. Like, the other one is iconic, but this one may, I may, like, I don't know, it's kind of peak. Like, it's really good. But I guess I should go. I'll feel better when I'm downstairs and I'm eating. I got some hummus and I'm really happy about it. So I'll go eat some more of that. Yes, you go catch some more Palmons, and hopefully next week I'll have more energy to play more, because so much just happened. My god. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out as always, and yeah, more soon. Enjoy the rest of your evenings or nights, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye, gamers.